I don't trust it. I don't trust the finger.
It was immediate.
You need a little buffer.
Okay, so we are good.
Yeah, it was good.
Hi everybody, welcome to Gamer Breakfast. My name is Jalbagel. And I'm joined by my lovely co-host, the SkojSkull, and our guest today, Arxster. Say hi, Arxster.
Hello.
So if you guys don't know Arxster is a very good friend of mine. She is a Pokemon streamer. She does a little bit of TCG, VCG, Pokemon Go, literally all of it. If it's Pokemon related, she's doing it.
Hell yeah.
And I met her through Rocket League and like a bunch of other nonsense years ago. Right? Wow, we've like known each other for like 2 years now. It's wild.
Jesus.
But you know, that's like a little short introduction to you. For those people that may not know you, how about a little bit more into who Arxster is?
Sure. Hi. Arxster, Arx for short. I started off on Twitch like maybe late 2018. Started off my content with variety. I was doing anything my Xbox had on it. Arc. That's kind of where the name derives from. Arxster. And then a little bit of Red Dead Redemption, a little bit of like the Pokemon online game, but my computer was pretty poopy, so I ended up having to update that. And then once I updated my computer, it's like I automatically switched to Rocket League content for a good year and a half.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you did that for a while.
Yeah, and I was still terrible at it. Like I
feel that on so many levels. I play a game that I absolutely love, and it's just like, no, you're still shit at it. It's like, yeah, I know.
I mean, I felt good about it, but other people in game told me I was bad. And I really didn't let it bother me because the community was super great and super tight knit. But come January of last year, I was like, why am I streaming to 14-year-olds?
Last year being 2020.
January 2021. I was like,
2021. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Why am I streaming to 14-year-olds? No offense, like that's just their like audience. And I'm bad at it. I don't have the time outside of like stream to dedicate to the grind and like ranking up. Because you know, I have a lot going on in my personal life. And I was like, you know what? Pokemon makes me happy. I started noticing people on Twitch breaking, like opening packs of cards for other people. And I'm like, this is insane. I have never seen anything like this before.
Yeah.
And so I took like about 3 weeks just doing behind the scenes research, how to open a Shopify, how to register for a business name, how to get like inventory, how to price this stuff properly. And then by February, I was a Pokemon streamer. I was a Pokemon streamer, and I kind of just hit the ground running, and that's all my content really has been since January. So
awesome. Yeah, it's crazy with like Pokemon content, because especially nowadays, because there's so much you can do with it. There's so many games. You could play the card games. You can play the card games. You can like open card packs. You can play the video games. There's like shiny hunting that people do with the older games. They do challenges. So there's like literally, if you want to become a Pokemon creator, like there's so much variety in that category. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what helped that decision. I'm like, I'm not limited to playing the same game every time I go live. I could change it up. And, you know, people in the community could let me know what they're into. And then think about it. Pokemon's always releasing something. They're always doing something. So the hype will always be there, whether it's a new pack of cards or it's, you know, Arceus came out. So plenty to do.
And I would say that's the nice thing, too, about branding yourself on like Pokemon content is that you have so many different avenues to go and explore. So you can hit different moods and different types of content while still inside that same franchise, right? You know, because like, all right, you know, today is Pokemon, you know, pack opening. Tomorrow is going to be like, we're going to play Arceus. The next day we're working on the like Nuzlocke challenge and Pokemon Yellow. Like there's just so much to cater to there, right? There's 25 years of branding, franchising, and fan basing to work off of here. It's absolutely insane. Whereas like, you know, Monster Hunter, it's like we load up the game, we play the game, and that's the extent of content for Monster Hunter, right? And for us, when we want to get like creative and outside the box, since the community is so niche, modding in this community is really difficult, because it's, there's only like a handful, there's like 6 people that do it, right? So when we want to get creative, it gets a lot harder. But the Pokemon community, because it's just so big, so expansive, that's why I've always liked it. I don't know if I ever told you that though, Arxster. I almost became a Pokemon streamer when I first started. It was either Pokemon or Monster Hunter. It was going to be one or the other. And I almost was a Pokemon streamer.
I think you went the right way. I think you seem to enjoy it, and you've brought in such a community, a large community that backs you up. Like, good. I think that was a good move for you.
I'm proud of you.
Speaking of,
plus I get to play Pokemon.
Oh, true.
Yeah, go ahead.
Speaking of community, though, that was something that I didn't expect. So I grew up watching Pokemon on the WB or the CW or whatever, and I had the original trading cards. So I'm of an older generation. I'm on the higher level of millennial, and when I went into the Pokemon category, I wasn't expecting to find my people that are going through the same lifestyle situations as me, going through the same headaches. We just were on a different level as far as we could relate to each other way better than when I was in Rocket League category.
Yeah.
And creating my gosh, creating those bonds have meant so much more to me. And that's like how I know, like, okay, that was a good move for me. Like, I'm where I'm supposed to be.
Oh yeah, I've never had like I can definitely relate to you on that point, because I was jumping between a lot of other games as well. I was mostly streaming Call of Duty Zombies for like a year and a half, and building up that community. A lot of like,
would have loved to have seen that.
Young kids being trolls.
Yeah.
I had Star Requests on as well during that time.
That's a mistake.
Yeah, no, but it was, but like it wasn't like until I started leaning more into Monster Hunter, where you lean more into Pokemon, where you start building up that more mature audience and really start developing your community. And I think it's like a really great change. For sure.
It's just weird like paradigm too though, because like those like people exist in these communities still, right? In these circles, and they're still around there. Like I'll get like every now and then, like someone will come in, in Monster and be like, Rise sucks. And be like, yeah, it does, But it's like, it's really weird because we don't necessarily need like the big, keep out sign, like stay off the grass in front of the stream. It's nice when you have a community, when you have an audience that perpetuates the kind of air and atmosphere and attitude that you want your stream to have. That's like the keep out sign, right? Like, this is how you should behave, kind of thing. You don't have to put it out there. Your community is already doing it, and then people receive that when they come in. Then you have people like some random yesterday that came into my stream and was like, I hate this game sucks. I was like, yeah, it's fucking terrible. I've only played 20 hours of it so far and it's awful, and I'm gonna play more. Like, like it's whatever. There's always, those people are always going to exist. It's crazy, but it's nice that when you have like the community that acts like a fence between you and that.
Oh yeah. I like that.
Hats off to our mods too.
Oh yeah.
Because sometimes they catch stuff I didn't even see. So.
Oh yeah, same here. Like there was something that happened. I was like, what? What happened?
Oh, somebody got banned. Okay, I trust you.
Yeah.
I remember speedrunning once. I was like doing a sharp percentage towards the end, so I'm like already dead, right? Like it's been 8 hours I've been playing this game, and my mind's just already fried. I started like 2 hours late, and I looked at the chat and it said like 8 messages deleted. I was like, I'm not gonna ask. I'm good. I don't need to know.
Yeah, I feel like that's a big thing too, that a lot of like viewers don't really understand. We choose our mods carefully. Like we like they're an extension of ourselves essentially, because we trust them. We want our community built in a certain way, and they understand that. So like it's good to have mods like that really understand that and value that so much.
My mod onboarding process now is like So before it was like, you want to be a mod, and I've known you for like at least 24 hours. Sure, man, let's go. Now it's like, you want to be a mod, fill out this form. We're gonna have an interview. We're gonna sit down. We're gonna talk about it, and then there's gonna be like a 30-day period where I get to say no still. Because I've had bad mods. Like, I've had people that just were doing annoying things, and if my mod is annoying me, that's not good. Because like, people will do that, right? Like, people want to get in on the joke. People want to be a part of the humor and a part of the moment. And so they'll gang up on this joke that I've already found annoying and ask people to stop to do. But a mod's doing it, so it must be okay, right? It's like,
right.
No, this isn't good. Sorry. Yep. And like,
Do you guys
we're done.
Do you guys mod for people?
A few.
I used to.
A few. I pop in their chat in there. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I feel like the best mods, like one of the best mods, are like other streamers as well, because they.
Oh yeah, because they know.
They understand.
Yeah. It's always hard though, like being a streamer and also trying to mod for someone, especially because a lot of the streamers that like I know and I would be comfortable modding for streaming at the exact same time as me. Like, you, Arxster, I could mod for your community, no problem. Like, Skojs, I could mod for, no problem. But like, we stream at the same time,
and
you know.
So when you're not streaming, you don't want to mod.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm done for today. Like, oh, great.
I've been actively going out of my way to try to find people that aren't streaming to be moderators for me. But still having that communication, like these are the things that like I like, these are the things that I don't like. If I I trust your judgment, like stuff like that, right? You know, and plus I'm trying to do it with people that have been around there for like a year, you know, like people that come in and then like 2 weeks later they submit on the mod app. I'm like, you haven't been, like, you just don't know yet. I'm sorry. Like, you've been really supportive. You've been like a fun viewer to have around. You've been a really cool person. I've been loving to get to know you, but you just don't know this place yet.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. My mod application, I did it for the first time, like the last wave of mods I brought in, and there was a form, and on there was like watch time, follow age, because you may be a super chatter and you may have only been here for a month. It's like I've got to know that you're gonna show up. You know, you don't want to onboard a mod that shows up once a year.
Yeah,
because that doesn't help. You love them, but that doesn't help.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I always try to give like the benefit of the doubt, right? Because like people's schedules change and like time zones are weird. Like, you know, like stuff like that happens, right? And so like you onboard a mod and like everything's great, and then like 3 months later, like, oh, my entire life schedule changed. I'm like, yeah, that's fine, right? I get that, you know, as long as they still make the effort when they are available. Yeah, exactly. That's actually a good point. Like the watch time. I'm actually writing that down to add to mine. I actually like that. That's
it goes to show that they watch you in that certain span of time they're following you for.
Yeah. No, but I think that's important too, right? Because that also like shows, you know, how integrated and interactive they are with the community.
Yep.
So yeah, instead of just getting like some rando that's been around for 4 months that hasn't like interacted at all, being like, I would like to be a mod, please. It's like, no. No. We can't have that.
Yeah, kind of going backwards a little bit. We have Pokemon Legends of Arceus that came out yesterday? No, 2 days ago.
Friday?
2 days ago.
2 days ago. I just dated the podcast.
Sunday.
But yeah, I watching you play, it looks fucking amazing. Like, there are also their downsides where the graphics aren't the best, and hopefully from this game they'll work on improve. If they continue with this playstyle, they'll continue to improve what they've done before and make it better for future releases. So fingers crossed.
Yeah. so let's do this. Let's do like pros and cons, right? And so Arxster, I mean, we can start with you because you're the guest. You should go first, right?
If you need to go first, you can, Bagel.
Oh.
Don't tempt him. He will go first.
Because I feel like you and I have a very, because we talked about it a little bit in your in your stream the other day, right? Well, yesterday.
Who knows? Whatever day.
Who knows? Time is fucked. Space is warpy, which is what Pokemon Legends Arceus is about.
Hey.
Good segue.
Just a quick. This podcast comes out a week later, from the game, but just a quick. We're talking about Pokemon Legends Arceus. If you need to skip forward or for any reason are trying to avoid spoilers, stop watching.
Warning.
Spoiler warning.
Also, don't worry
You've
about.
been warned.
Yes.
So don't go into the comments and be like, "Chow spoiled this thing. I didn't know X Pokemon was in the game. How did they put a Glavenus in Pokemon?" No.
Imagine.
But
crossover.
So I want it. No. So like pros and cons, right? I'll let you start, Arxster.
Sure.
We can kind of talk about it.
Also,
as we
don't
go.
worry about spoilers. I haven't played the game, but don't worry about it.
He's been watching
Sure.
me the entire time. So
Well, I think Bagel has way more playtime than I do. I think I only have
Maybe.
whatever I logged on stream, like 2 hours. But I'm on the. I don't want to be like negative, okay?
No, it's fine.
But
Go
being
for it.
critical is not being negative.
I'm diehard Pokemon, like I said. Grew up, loved it. And I still love it to this day. I was excited for the announcement. The trailer worried me.
Mm-hmm.
I was hopeful that maybe that was just the trailer. Maybe it would be more polished at release, but it looks the same as the trailer.
Mhm.
I'm a little disappointed because I know the capabilities that the company has, that Game Freak has. I know the money that they're earning from all of this whole franchise. And I feel they had a missed opportunity, or they could have done better with the graphics.
Mhm.
I do love the gameplay, and as a Poke Peep, I can look past the graphics. I can get
Mhm.
over it because this is such a fresh new game for them and for us. This is very different. Like since Let's Go, I feel like this is very different.
Yeah.
And it's exciting. It's so cute to see the Pokemon just being in the environment and
Oh
not
my
just
gosh.
like spawning, walking. And then I died when I saw the Wurmple sleeping. Like, and that is
lad.
literally worth my $60. If I can just
Just
walk
right
around
there.
seeing Pokemon sleep, buy the game.
That's a
It's
game.
cute.
They teased
You
for a
know?
while. Pokemon sleep. Fucking just all the Pokemon. This is the game. This was the game.
I just sent a GIF that I made last night from the game into the group chat that we're using. If you want to take a look at it really quick, Arxster. I sent it to Skoj last night, but like, I wholeheartedly agree with that. I don't. Did you have anything else that you wanted to add to that before I now?
Just pros. Gameplay is huge,
Mhm.
and I think with that con of the graphics, you can forget about the con, and it's still a pro. So
Yeah.
That's just
Hot
good
take.
game development in that standpoint, though, because it's just
Yeah,
like
exactly.
if you can enjoy a game without looking at the graphics and being like, I can't play this, then that's pretty good in the game development part. Not saying that
Yeah.
they should not improve on graphics for a company that's been out for a while.
And if that comes with an update, I'm okay. Amazing. Love that for us. But who knows?
I'll kind of like resonate that too, right? Because I mean, there's been some graphical interactions, I'll call them, that I have found to be obnoxious. She saw it.
I saw that. I saw the game.
Look at that good man.
Is this
For those of
Stantler?
you- It's the Stantler GIF. Yeah, I took a GIF. I took a recording of Stantler sleeping in the village pasture and turned it into a GIF, and it is now my favorite thing that I've ever made. I literally put it on my tablet and fell asleep to looking at it last night.
Oh. You can.
So,
it's
but
like a background.
this
thing.
is. I know. I was thinking about it. It's just it's
Desktop
a
background.
720. It's 720p. It's gonna
never
look
mind.
like shit.
My new screensaver.
But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna resonate a little bit what Arxster said. Some of the graphic stuff, yeah, it's lacking for sure. The things that have been really well put together are Pokemon models. Pokemon models are really good. They are entirely remade. Like every single model has been recreated into this engine. On top of that, they have a walking, running, sitting, standing. I can't keep the pinky down. Sleeping and turning animations.
For each one of
Every
them.
single
How many
one of them.
Pokemon are there?
I think there is. I don't know exactly.
360 in this game.
360. I was just saying around. I was gonna say around 400, which is the same as yeah, which is the same as Sword and Shield.
Yeah.
So this is where people are still like. Are you good, Skoj?
No, it's a lot. No, that's like to create animations for each one of those like Pokemon and everything. Like I'm surprised. Like I was expecting like probably 150.
I wasn't sure if that was a Pokemon woe or a Discord just crashed woe.
Oh no.
Both. But yeah, no, and so like that's that thing where we keep thinking about this, right? Like, yeah, there's less Pokemon in this game than there were in Sword and Shield, but the graphics are better. So are we going to continue having this offhand of graphics are going to improve, but the number of Pokemon are going to decrease? Because we have to remember, like, everyone gets up in arms, like, you can just download it, like it's a download. You just go into the eShop, but not every customer has that kind of convenience, right? Like, not every customer has the ability to do that. The ability to play the game needs to be on the cartridge, and that's it. And people often forget about that because you put it in, there's always a download. They're like, well, there's always a download. Isn't it connected to the internet? No, it's downloading off the cartridge, a cache data, so run the game faster. That's all it's doing. And then if there's, additional updates and stuff like that, like a day one patch, then it does that too. So like the game still needs to run off of that cartridge. And that's what people often forget about. If this was, oh yeah, go ahead, Skoj.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think another big thing that people are forgetting is that it's not made by Nintendo. Like that you pointed out as well. It's just like the reason why, like, I guess Zelda, the remake for Zelda looks so much better than Pokemon Diamond and Pearl is because Zelda's made by Nintendo.
Yeah,
they know how to.
This is made by Game Freak.
Yeah, they know how to optimize the graphics and everything the most compared to Game Freak.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that that connection gets lost in a Nintendo IP. But this is the weird. Pokemon is the strangest air quotes Nintendo IP. It's not owned by Nintendo. It's owned by the Pokemon Company Incorporated. It is its own company, completely separate from Nintendo now. There was a short, brief window in 93, where Nintendo owned Pokemon for a fraction of a second, and they realized this is a gold mine, it needs to be separate, right? And so now any decision that's made, it's not Nintendo's fault, right? It's not on Nintendo. It's on the Pokemon Company, International, not incorporated, but TPCI. It's on them, right? That's the company that's backing this. So it's technically a third-party game. And so a third-party developer, Game Freak, is making this, not Nintendo. And yeah, I mean, I've been saying this about every game that comes out in the Switch. If it's not made by Nintendo, it probably runs like shit, on the Switch. Because every game that's made by Nintendo, they know how to optimize it, they know the limitations, they know how to push it and eke out every little bit out of it. If it's not made by Nintendo, good luck.
Yeah.
But I will just resonate what Ark said again, that the gameplay is fun. If you like Breath of the Wild style games, Genshin, Breath of the Wild, like open world games, it's not open world technically. The areas are fucking huge. All right. It took me an hour and a half to run from one end to the other, just like climbing over shit and running around stuff. Like the maps are huge.
That's great.
And the tools that you gain throughout playing, right? Like getting access to new mounts and stuff like that, actually gives you some reason to go back and revisit areas. That's really nice. They implemented the side requests, which have their own humor, their own charm, their own personality. It adds to the story and to the flavor of the world. It hits on some Pokemon lore that we've only thought about and only theorized, and it makes some new stuff too. And it feels like a JRPG in that sense, right? There is character in the world around you, where I'll say it, Pokemon Sword and Shield had none of that. Pokemon Sword and Shield was a gym rush that had a story happening around you that you didn't interact with at all. Fucking a Gigantamaxed Meowth happens in the main city, but Leon's just like, we got it, you're good, go do the next gym. It's like, big cat though, I want to go fight it.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just say how annoyed I am? I have been trying to finish that game so I could start shiny hunting, and it's like, you finish the game, you're rewarded the Pokemon, but then it's like, You had to like battle the gyms again. I don't know. They like made me battle all the gyms twice. I'm like, what?
Really?
What?
So the post game to Sword and Shield. Sword and Shield spoilers, by the way. If you haven't played it, it's been 4 years. 3 years. But yeah, the post game to Sword and Shield is after you beat the gyms, there's still some like Dynamax problems happening around, right? And they're all happening at the gyms because the gyms are built on Dynamax spots so that they can Dynamax inside the gyms, and it's this big spectacle. But all of that's like still fucky wucky, space is warped, time is bendable, and you're like supposed to go there and like fix them, right? And so you're revisiting all the gyms.
Run amok.
Yeah,
to make everything Dynamax.
Two fucking idiots, Swordbert and Shieldbert. Better names. They're fucking awful.
I hate
They're
them
the worst
so
characters.
Much. There were characters I'm just like, okay,
they're the worst characters.
You're just here to move the plot forward, and that's it. That's
all their point was. But that was I'm trying to remember because like the whole post game was like about like because you Sword and Shield sucks. Like Sword and Shield is a great game, but Sword and Shield sucks.
Shiny hunting in that game is so much fun.
That's its only redeeming quality is shiny hunting. It's its only redeeming quality because it's very, very easy to do.
Yeah.
But outside of that, the story to it is just fucking awful. You use the legendary dog Pokemon to defeat Eternatus, and you either A, kill it or B, capture it, and the Galar is saved. And then these two assholes show up, steal your dog friend, and then challenge your right to it. And that's the post game, is catching the box art legendary. Sure, I guess. Like, I don't know.
No.
That's not a post game. Almost a Nintendo. That's not a post game. Game Freak. You know what is a post game? You know what is a post game is the Delta episode in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Great post game.
Those
amazing post game story.
Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire are fantastic games.
Fire, my favorite generation.
The Mega Evolutions.
Have you played Gen 6 at all, Arxster?
No.
No, there was like a gap in my life where I wasn't playing. I think I dipped out after the OG games, and then I came back somewhere in the early DS stages, but then bought my own DS for Sun and Moon, I think.
A 3DS, Gen 7.
3DS, yep. I had a pink 3DS, and then
fire.
Kept playing, got X and Y, and then I got Sword and Shield, and then here we are with
Oh, if it was pre X and Y, then it would have been black and white, the pink regular DS.
No, it was Sun Moon.
Oh, so you went
XY.
Oh, so you went back. Okay. So yeah, you did. Yeah, X and Y is Gen 6. You did. That's X and Y is my favorite one by far. Yeah. Like I've been revisiting that like recently, like because I used to be like a Gen 3 stan, like Emerald's the best game. Emerald's so much fun. The music slaps. The areas are cool. All the gym leaders are awesome. And then I like rethought about like what was like the last Pokemon game that I really, really enjoyed because I tried to play Emerald and I was like, this is fucking boring. But I can always for some reason I can always go back to X and Y and play it and have just a fantastic time. I love X and Y.
The anime is so flashy.
Oh, so
they
good.
have style. Like holy shit.
Yeah, Team Flare is got it, man. Oh, that's my friend Bill and I have been threatening to do like ever since the game came out. We were always like, so Team Flare cosplay. I was like, fuck yeah, dude. And then like a tailored red and white suit is like $1,200, and we're like, fuck no, dude.
We'll just save up money, and then whenever the anniversary comes out for like a 10-year anniversary for X and Y, just wear that and just be like,
Bagel will be 65.
Do you want to hear? Do you want to hear something stupid, Skoy? This is the 10-year anniversary of X and Y. The game came out in 2012.
All right.
I don't like that. No.
Let's go. We're old. We're so old.
We're old. Yeah, the game came out in 2012. I remember because I was playing it my freshman year. Yeah, I was playing it my freshman year in college, and that's when I started college. Pokemon X and Y.
That's when I first moved here.
That came out. Oh,
shit.
I'm sorry. it comes out. Next year is the 10-year anniversary. It came out in
Okay,
October
good. So that means you buy your Team
2013.
Flare outfit right now.
Right. Yeah, Bagel has time to plan.
Yes.
No, that's the first episode of the TV show. Where's the fuck?
Oh
Where's
my
the game?
gosh.
No. Hold on. X and Y game
Where's
release.
chat?
Release date. Chat.
Twitch.
No, yeah, October 12th. Initial release October 12th, 2013. The game and the anime started on the same day. Interesting.
Really?
That's cool.
That's good advertising.
My
Yeah.
my birthday is October 13th.
Holy shit.
Is it really?
My birthday.
Oh.
Wow.
Amazing.
That's crazy.
I remember the Iceborne expansion for PC came out the day after my birthday. It came out August 9th. And so I was like, oh, birthday gift. I took that entire week off.
You
Hell yeah.
I'm kind of mad I didn't take the release. I say Arceus. I've noticed you guys say Arceus.
Hey, both are right. This is the
right.
funny thing. Because someone said it to me the other day too, because they're like, you're pronouncing Arceus wrong, and I was like, okay, in this in the commercial for this game for Pokemon Legends Arceus, he does say Arceus. In the first movie appearance of Arceus, they say Arceus.
Oh.
And in the first anime appearance of Arceus, they say Arceus.
Okay.
They don't even know.
Nobody
it's
knows.
Just like
Nobody knows.
no, but everyone's gonna know who like what Pokemon you're saying. It's like friggin' Tigrex and Tigrex and Monster Hunter. It's like who the fuck cares? We know what you're talking about.
The handler is
should've-
wrong.
Oh my gosh.
I will not say Odagarone. I will never say
Okay,
it.
that is
Odogarone?
that's just an abomination.
She's wrong.
I was raised
She's
to say
wrong.
Odo Garen.
It's
probably wrong
Odogaron.
too. Okay.
And then there's Lunagaron.
Odogaron is correct. And it's Lunagaron. You told me it's
Lunagaron.
Lunagaron, I will slap you. I will slap you
Lunagaron.
so hard.
I'll
It sounds so dumb. Lunagaron.
If you pop into my stream, Jal, I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, Jal, look, it's Lunagaron."
No, but I'm actually kind of sad. I should have like taken the day off of work. I should have done like a proper release and just like dove into it. So now I'm already, falling behind from everyone. Everybody's already like grinding it, and with the research tasks and stuff, it just adds so much gameplay to it. I'm already feeling like, oh no, I'll never like finish it. There's so much to do. So
It's really hard as a streamer to like avoid the FOMO when a new game comes out, the fear of missing out. Because like I remember, I know for me, every time like a Monster Hunter releases a game, I usually don't get early access because they don't want a speedrunner speedrunning it in early access. So I usually don't get early access. And I totally get it, right? But whenever I see like early access streams or like early access content, I'm always just like, ugh, FOMO, man, every time.
You already feel like you're behind the hype. Sucks. And
I try
Pokemon is,
to
like, notorious for it.
Yeah, I try to like quell that with myself, right? Because like time zones are weird. Like the game came out at the perfect time for people like on the other side of the world, right? Like because it was the morning for them when it came out, right? And it's like literally a day before. So like all of our friends that are like in Australia and in Malaysia, and in Japan and even in like the UK are like playing it 6 to 12 hours before me. And I'm sitting here at work like so and so has gone live. They're playing Pokemon Legends. Motherfucker. I want that to be me. Like, and then like I had someone DM me because they're like, holy shit, if you started playing it, I'm like, dude, it's not even out for my time zone yet. I live in the past. That's it. I'm moving next to the international dateline just so I can get releases of games.
No, people have Switches dedicated to being like in Australia so they can play the game like 12 hours before us. And I don't know how they do it. I know that it's always like a separate Switch. It's probably just like breaking it or whatever.
I mean, I got a separate Switch. Maybe I can start doing that.
Look into it.
I got Switch OS.
You probably might have to jailbreak your Switch or something.
I think it's a situation like that.
I'd rather just get like $80 for it from GameStop.
True.
Mood.
No, do you know with Pokemon Go. So it came out in like 2016.
Yeah.
I registered.
14. I think it's 14.
14.
We talked about this before. Pokemon Go release date 16. What the fuck?
Oh.
That's the year I graduated college.
So do you know that I went in and changed my location in my Apple ID to Japan? And now I still get emails to this day that are in Japanese. And I'm like, I don't know what Apple's trying to tell me. Somebody could be hacking my Apple ID right now. But I did that because like the game came out like a few hours earlier in Japan. And I caught like my first Charmander as a Japan, like somebody from Japan. It was amazing.
Arxster, where were you when Pokemon Go released? The summer of 2016, where were you?
I was in my bedroom. I was in my bed, phone in hand, just waiting for this because like Pokemon on mobile sounded amazing. Augmented reality sounded amazing. A Charmander sitting on my bed sounded amazing.
Right.
So I was like waiting for the release. It was like a very hot like summer night. And I know I downloaded it and then I immediately just started walking around my neighborhood. And it was nighttime and I felt so ridiculous, but I'm like, it's already getting me out of my house. It's doing what it's supposed to.
That's awesome.
And then that weekend, I don't know what day it like came out, but that weekend when it came out, I live in like a smaller city that's outside of a bigger city. There were hordes of people outside walking downtown, and it was life-changing. I don't think I'll ever experience something like that again. And it was so cool. It was so cool.
Oh, I graduated high school.
School, you also live in the middle of nowhere.
I do. I don't have the app because just like I downloaded it. I have like 3 Pokemon around around my house. Like I had my my online friends they came over to visit like a few days ago, and they were just like, "You weren't kidding when you said you live in the middle of nowhere." It's like, yeah, no. It's like there's like a small town next to me, but then you have to go through the fucking woods to get to my house.
Yeah, so I
like
was
good internet.
I was in Tallahassee when the game came out. I was going to school at FSU, and I kid you not, when I was saying the entirety of Tallahassee was playing this game, dude. Like people would be wandering around literally all day doing this. Even the cops that were like on higher patrol, because there's literally hordes of people walking around to get to these Pokestops, are also playing Pokemon Go with us. It was insane. It was life-changing. I think the summer of 2016 was the closest to peace in the entire world that we would ever get to.
The whole world.
That was the closest that we'd ever get there.
I think we had a good YouTube rewind then too.
We had a good YouTube rewind that year.
They still make those. What's going on?
They try.
They try, but then they even announced it's like, we realize you guys don't like these. Like, yeah, because you don't portray the year that well.
Yeah, because in 2018 you guys were so out of touch. But I look at it because that is an integral part of my college experience, right? I graduated, if that came out July 2016, I graduated a month later, right? So that was perfect timing for me, because that's when I quit my job and I focused on my last semester and stuff like that. That was great timing for me. 2016?
Yeah.
That doesn't seem right.
They just celebrated their 5th year celebration.
Yeah.
6.
And I just, it's so wild to me because that's part of like my college experience. I will always remember that. That'll always be like a part of me. It's a huge moment in my life because I was the guy that like everyone was coming to like, hey man, like, you know about Pokemon, is this good? And they'd hold up their phone, they'd show me a Dragonite and be like, yeah, I don't have one of those, but yeah, that's good.
It gets so sad.
People would run if they saw a song.
Sprint. Oh my God.
They would run.
We had a problem.
We had people run in front of cars. That's where that message comes from. Like, be aware of your surroundings, because people were literally not making it through the night.
Because Tallahassee is the state capital of Florida, right? And if you know anything about Tallahassee, it's the Capitol building is here, which, by the way, when you drive into Tallahassee, you come in on the highway and it leads you straight directly to the Capitol building, which is, I shit you not, one really tall tower and 2 domes on either side. It's a dick and balls. And it's so funny because you drive up to this thing and out of the bush, out of the trees rises this tower and then suddenly fall. Anyways. Tallahassee's great, dude. Someone fucking knew what they were doing when they were making this thing, and I shit you not, they made it and they looked at it off of this road. It's the main road into Tallahassee, and they looked at it like,
the troll of the states.
No, I think they wanted to do
dick
it.
and balls.
I feel like someone made the design. She's like, please don't notice, please don't notice, please don't notice. Ha! It's too late now, motherfucker.
Because it's so stupid. The domes were there originally. It used to be a Capitol building, and then they built the domes like in like the 70s or in the 80s, and then they built this high rise in the early 2000s, and nobody thought about it.
Oh, somebody thought about it.
Yeah,
I'm proud.
Oh, we can't have a chode building. Anyways, so the Capitol building's like right here, and then like there's like a little downtown area that kind of sucks, and then it's FSU's campus, and then there's just like nothing around the entire thing. So everything's happening right there. And I remember I looked it up, like back then there were per square foot or something like that. How was it? Like per square mile or something like that. There was like 150 Pokestops per square mile in Tallahassee. They were fucking everywhere.
Jesus.
Wow.
They are all over the place there.
They know we have nothing here. They don't put anything in New Hampshire. They just like, here's a Pokestop here, I guess, and it's just like, cool. I didn't want to play the game anyways.
Well, you can nominate stops. Once you get to a certain level, you can start nominating.
You can't get to the level.
I can't.
Around.
Gotta run those incense, buddy.
I didn't have a car back then. I was just like, fucking, I rode my bike everywhere because it's just like, I don't need a car. Then 2018 came and I was just like, I probably need a car.
And then 2019 came and you didn't need a car.
Yeah, 2020. Don't need the car anymore. No, but I always feel so bad because like my neighborhood where my parents' house where I grew up, our neighbors across the street have 2 young kids. They're like 5 years younger than me, and they're like a year apart, and they're both in school right now. They're both going to college right now, and they started in 2018 and 2019 going to school. So it's like one of them got like a year on university, and then they've just been at home quarantined since, or like been like at university quarantine. Like all their classes are online. They can't do anything. Like most of the sporting shit's canceled, you know, and they're going to like one of the bigger schools in Florida. And in Florida, if you guys don't know anything about Florida, college football is a huge thing here. And they love that shit here. And they're going, I mean, and like they just can't, they can't participate in it, right? Because, you know, it's just not safe. It sucks.
Probably the most depressing thing about this is the people that are graduating the year that it happened.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Happened.
And they all have to do like an online graduation instead. And so they're just in a Zoom call with their name being read out.
The most depressing thing I've seen. I've seen online too. There are people like driving around just grabbing their like diploma and everything. And I'm just like,
yeah.
My niece graduated college a year ago, I think, and it was very strange. They couldn't have anyone in the like auditorium, and we all were in the streets, and they like paraded down the street, and that's like where you could be like cheering for them and stuff.
That's at least a little bit better.
Yeah, that's better. That's
I like
nice.
that
Because it's like it's like a celebration when you're leaving. It's like, oh, let's go, you did it. And
it was like they shut down the street. It was magical in its own way, but like I had graduated from college, you know, years ago, and I'm like, that was definitely a different environment.
Yeah.
How long did your graduation ceremony take? Mine took 4.5 hours. I wanted to die.
I think it was only a couple hours, just because I went to like a fine arts school. It wasn't like a university. It was a very niche school. So our student numbers were down. We didn't have a ton of people, but
yeah, we had like 10,000 graduating students, and like 8,000 of them were walking, and I was like, "This is fucking awful."
You were in like an arena, I'm sure.
Yeah,
we did it in the basketball stadium for the university.
Oh yeah, like I was at first I was like, "What the But then you live in Florida. There's a fucking shit ton of people in Florida.
Yeah, we had so many. My graduating class is one of the largest graduating classes in history for FSU, and since then it's like declining numbers.
Yeah.
Education's a scam. They just want your money.
Honestly, I think we grew up in a time where it was like ingrained in our brain, like you'd be nothing if you don't go to college. And now after post graduation, I'm like, save your money, like see what you can do first, feel it out, and then like go maybe like.
A degree is good for one thing, a foot in the door, and I mean, like I would say my degree just taught me how to learn and like how to find the information. Skoy's going to school right now.
Yeah.
This conversation is not boding well for him.
No, well, I know
do it.
that, but
Finish
it's just
it.
no, yeah. Like I think it'd be good because it's just like what I'm trying to get into right now is business, and the reason why I'm like trying to get more involved in it is to build up my own clothing business. Because just like, how the fuck do you manage that shit?
Yeah, and see, your degree is like reputable.
Yeah.
That's what they want to see. They want to see that paper saying I dedicated my life.
Plus,
I'm like the oldest in my class, so it's really fucking weird. And like when I
no, don't worry about it.
It's not weird, but it's weird when they ask, like when we're gonna make a group chat to talk with people. It's like, hey, can I have your Snapchat? And I was like,
no.
Wait, that's the main form of communication?
It is,
Snapchat?
apparently. Every kid is using Snapchat, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Disappears. What do you mean?
Discord, man, it's the easy one.
That's what I was hoping they would say.
know.
I was like in a group with like two other guys. I was like, all right, they should have Discord. All right, can I have your Snapchat? What?
What?
No.
They obviously aren't gamers.
Viable.
I remember making
hate it so much.
I remember making like hundreds of Facebook group messages in high school and college.
Facebook group messages. That's fine. Why can't we do that? Why is Snapchat? Why the? I hate Snapchat.
Because Snapchat is their Facebook, right? Like that's just what it is. Like Snapchat was popular for like us when we were in like, at least for me, like high school and college, right?
Is this a sign of me getting old?
College.
Yeah,
yes.
welcome.
And then college, that's when Snapchat came out for me, and we were all started using it, but we were using it as like just sending pictures to each other and shit like that, like not even using the chat feature.
Oh yeah.
And then we figured out there was a chat feature.
Yeah, I didn't know. It was a good year before I realized you could write to people.
And then you get a message like, "What's this? What the fuck is happening?"
What's this blue thing in the corner? That's not a picture. That's work. Oh.
What?
Oh. My memory is so bad though. So Snapchat is a terrible like form of communication for me because it disappears after you read it. So when somebody replies to what I said, I'm like, what did I say? Like I don't even know what I said to you. Why are you saying that to me?
For a year, I had a friend that all we would do is communicate via Snapchat. For the entire year, and like I'm so bad at like responding to that shit, 'cause like sometimes a message it doesn't show up for me, or like I'm doing something right, and I go back and look and it's just one message that just says, yeah, it's pretty funny, so what did you do about it? I'm like, what did I do about what? What do you mean?
But it's like a day after you reply to them, so it's just like they were like, I don't know what I said. It's like, cool, I don't know either.
None of us know.
No, I literally only use Snapchat to like when somebody sends me a picture, it's usually of their cat sleeping, and I'm like, oh, cute, and then I like put my phone down and I like don't do anything with it.
Cute with the pout face, just like the big eyes, and they're kind of like looking up.
The pleading smile.
Yeah,
is
that what it's called?
Pleading. It's called pleading face. I had to figure that out the other day because I was trying to put it in Twitter.
Oh.
And I didn't want to search it. I had to find it.
Yeah. But no, that's what I usually put for like whenever something cute happens. I'm like, cute.
I don't reply though. I just like look at it and I put my phone down.
I don't. Yeah, I'm like, if you want to reply, send me something that doesn't disappear in 4 seconds.
Exactly. Send me something that I can open again later and like remember.
I had an ex that used to get so pissed about that. She's like, you didn't reply to my Snapchat. I'm like, it was a picture of you at the fucking salon. What do you mean? What am I supposed to reply with? I'll take a fucking picture of myself in the in the my lab class, like playing with crabs,
taking a poop.
Yeah, right. I have done that before though.
Oh my god.
The toilet Snapchat. I was so obnoxious, and I'm still obnoxious.
I do think poop content should live on Snapchat.
Normalize
poop, guys.
Normalize poop.
Arxster, what's your like
I knew you were gonna ask. I knew you were gonna ask.
You're rated like when you get rated. Like what's your
Sure. So
yeah? Let's
every
do one of
time-
those. I just rated you with X amount
Yeah.
of viewers.
Every time somebody brings new viewers to the channel, I mean, I have to assume not everyone knows who I am, and I like to just give a little intro. I think I got it from 50% Gaming. Does like used to do a whole thing with what did he used to main? Like Super Mario or something.
Oh yeah, when you speedran Mario back in the day.
But I was like, it's kind of like an elevator pitch. Like they teach you that in business school, in college. Like you know how to quickly describe yourself, and people can decide if they want it. Because like raiders, let's be honest, they come, they say hi, and most of them leave because
you have 4 seconds to interest that person.
And like also like people got shit to do, so like okay, I'm gonna say hi and I'm gonna like
from a stream.
go. Yeah, they just watched Bagel stream for 6 hours. They're not gonna watch me for 6 more hours, you know.
Or
but I'll be gaming and Bagel will bring a raid in. I'll be like, hi guys, if you don't know who I am, my name is Arxster. I like Pokemon, dinosaurs, anything 90s nostalgia, and I think farts are funny. And I added in the farts are funny part. That was like I added it because I do think farts are funny. And there was one night after a stream, we went straight to Discord and we watched like a fart compilation. Like
what?
Well, because I was like, do people on Twitch fart? Like, and so I literally
It's
Googled
like saying
like
if girls poop. It's like we all know that's a myth.
That's a myth.
No, normalizing poop. Girls poop. Normalize it.
Where's
But
the
yeah,
book? Get it.
It was Arcs After Dark, and we just went to the Discord and watched a YouTube compilation of Twitch streamers farting, either on purpose or on accident. I don't know. I think mic filters are so good now, like you can't accidentally fart. So
I got up and yelled something from my living room, expecting that my mic in here would pick it up, and I got back. I'm like, did you guys hear me? They're like, what? Hear what?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I fart all the time with my girlfriend in call, and she never notices, or she hasn't said anything. I never know now. So it's
Liz, if you've heard or if you knew, let us know in the comments below.
Yes,
we'll have you on
comment
next
below.
week to discuss
We'll have you on
this.
next week.
Comment below if you've heard Skoj fart.
My Twitch chat, it's like, I did.
Now we're on fart watch. People are gonna be listening.
Definitely.
See a fart counter in the Twitch chat. A fart counter.
I've definitely
You just see
been
it pop up when you fart. You're
mid-sentence
like, fuck.
I've definitely been mid-sentence before and like stopped mid-sentence to fart and looked at my audio levels to make sure
You
that
look at your levels, you're like,
oh
see, farts are funny. I wasn't lying.
it's true.
Oh my god.
Y'all are just haters. I can't wait for the people to be like, cringe. They're talking about farts and jokes like that. Screw you. We grew up on Hey Arnold and
Yeah, I'm 12. I'm 12.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
You good there, Skoj? You gonna make
No,
it?
I just never thought I could relate to such a topic like as that. I don't
Right?
know why. Like that was like the one topic where I'm just like, I fart all the time.
Oh my god, I can relate.
me prefacing this stream for Arxster. Yeah, so we talk about like pretty much anything that interests us and like, you know, mental health and stuff like that. Arxster, we're talking about farts then.
No, well now I'm like gonna wait for it. Like whenever Jal like stops talking midstream, I'm just gonna be like, I'm just gonna message his chat. It's like, did you do what I think you did? And you're like, don't say.
He's gonna DM me. Did you fart? Be like, don't worry about it.
Oh,
Yes,
my
I'm just gonna
gosh.
get a DM from an unknown account. I know what you did.
I just have a fart counter in your chat, just like you farted X amount of times.
Let's keep track of that.
Gosh.
Be a good metric.
Oh man,
Can we get that on Twitch Tracker next?
Twitch tracker? Gold split for fastest fart. Let's go.
Oh god! Don't force that. It becomes something completely different.
I was gonna say, farts are not funny if you're forcing them.
Oh.
Yeah.
This was sharp.
It's all about. It's just like comedy. It's all about timing.
Oh, absolutely.
Sharts are not funny.
No.
Oh no.
Jal.
I need that on a shirt. I just need that like on a jacket or on a shirt or something. Sharts are not funny. Let's go ahead. When you make that clothing company, can we can we get that
Sharts,
one?
not to be confused with
Just
farts.
like sharks are not funny on the back of the t-shirts.
It's like that's like Rooster Teeth's people like grapes. I don't think either of you watch that stuff,
Nope.
but I do.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay. Someone in the comments will relate.
Someone relates to me, please. That's the cool thing about Twitch, though. It's just like you can have like everyone against you. If you find that one person that relates to you, like, you're my man. Let's suck.
Yep. What's up, bestie?
Right? The bestie.
Oh yeah. It's like we're messaging
That's what I'm
later.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like when you first start out, like you always got those people that'll watch, like, you know, no matter what you're doing, right? Because they're there to support, you know.
Yeah.
So like, you know, like when you got like when you first start out streaming, you got like 2 viewers, but you know those 2 viewers are always going to be there. It's a great feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I wish we could do? I wish we could reassign our first badges, because there are people
They've
that
been
have
talking
been with
about
me
that, yeah.
from the beginning that just like couldn't sub. They didn't have the money to sub, but they've been with me since day one. I wish we could reassign my first badges.
So the that's like at least the nice thing about VIP, right? Because like the founders the founders badge is very much like you were of the first to sub, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there was someone talking about that in one of the Twitch features like discussions. I don't know if you guys ever checked that. You should. Every single streamer should be checking this, by the way.
Is that like a partner thing? Like I only
No.
when
Anyone.
I'm a partner. Oh.
Anyone can do this. It's always open, right? Like you might see after some of the tweets that like Twitch will put out when they introduce a new feature, they usually reply to it saying, "Let us know what you think." If you click on that link, that goes to like a forum about all of the features on Twitch, and even opens up with the ability to request new features and discuss new features and how to change them. Anyone with a Twitch account can do this. Viewer, affiliate, unaffiliated, partners, mega streamers, you made the account 4 seconds ago, like anyone can do this, right? And then you can like vote on those features if you like it and add to it and talk about it, right?
Wow, I literally did not know about
Did not know.
So Twitch, I'm gonna find it, right? But it's one of the best features on the platform, because this is their only way for us to interact with like the features that they make and stuff like that, and nobody fucking uses it. Like
No.
not a single person uses it. Instead, they just bitch about it on Twitter. But this is the place to go and bitch about it.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. Writing that down.
I'm gonna find it.
Absolutely. I was gonna say that's because they're bad at communicating. That's because I'm just bad at looking. That part they're pretty good at communicating with, because if you said that there's a link right below that tweet, then that's just me being like,
I always check it.
Blind.
Yeah.
I guess I go into it
always.
like I go into it thinking that I don't matter, just because I'm like, you know, I'm just a dirty affiliate. Like nobody cares about the content I put out. Just kidding. I know.
Bro, they make more money on affiliates. They make more money on affiliates than they do their partners. Partners pull people into the platform, but affiliates, they spend the least amount of money on, and you guys make that, like, affiliates make the company so much more money. That's why they want a shit ton of affiliates. That's why they make the requirements so low. Because think about it.
And
you can have
50 followers.
Yeah, I mean, you can have one, like you can have like the top 5 streamers, right? The top 5 streamers make Twitch like maybe 2% of their income, maybe, right?
There's like 2 of them to like thousands of us.
To literally thousands, hundreds of thousands of us. If you had hundreds of thousands of affiliates that you were always taking 250 of that sub, and just one of them got a sub for 100,000 affiliates, that's what? A lot of money. $250,000 right there.
There you go. Yeah.
Probably.
Actually, I don't know, because they take a percentage of the cut for taxes now too, right?
Well, yeah, but they always take their 250 is what I'm getting at.
No, yeah, they always take a 250.
You get $5 goes in, they take their 250 and they make that money, and then they take your 250 and deduct taxes from it for the 1099 miscellaneous.
Yeah.
So like you get less, but they get their 250 every single time. Right? That's what I'm getting at though, is that they make so much more money off of affiliates than they do partners, like
Yeah.
big
But
partners.
we do
like,
matter. We do matter.
But
Oh,
you,
we
you
do.
do matter, yeah.
In the sense that we're
your
making the money.
voice, your
I
voice
am in
does
control.
carry weight.
But I mean, like, say the that hurt.
Your brain just shut the fuck off
It
real
did.
quick. You good?
Taxes affiliate 250.
Yes. So they're like, I heard people are like, I mean, people have been trying to do this for a while. I don't think they'll ever change unless they do. People are affiliates, or at least are asking for a higher percentage cut from
Partners are asking for it. I'm asking
Twitch.
for it. Hello?
Oh, okay. Well, I guess the majority of Twitch is asking for
Mhm.
higher percentage cut, which I think will be great, because that means, guess what? There will be more full-time streamers. Guess what? That means there'll be more money
Platform
coming your
makes more
way.
money. Mhm.
Whoa!
Half is a lot to take from someone. Like a 50-50 split, that's a lot.
It is a lot.
It's a really weird thing
no
to
one can
think
do
about. 'Cause
full-time with that.
Yeah, I mean it's a really weird thing to think about too, right? Because like you say, like because we are saying this, or I'm saying it too, that Twitch is taking half from us. That's the agreement that we made with them,
Yeah.
right? It's not a take thing. And that is for a monetized service through their system. If anything, right, they are charging us $250 to be able to sell a sub.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right. So like it's weird to say, because I see it come up all the time, and I want to point this out because I do wholeheartedly think that they're taking $250 from us, right? Because without us, that money doesn't exist at all.
Mhm.
And we're the one that sells the service, and we sell the subscription.
Yeah.
We sell the emotes with it. Like we have to back the emotes ourselves. Like fuck, dude. Okay, you want to charge me to sell that sub? I want to charge you to have my emotes on your service. It goes both ways, Twitch. But anyways, that's like the agreement that we set up. So instead of like, I've been trying to like break away from this idea of they charge us, or that they're taking that money from us, and try to like spin it in my own mind as that's a service that they're selling. Because when you look at yourself not as an individual but as a business, that's the best way to look at it, right? Because then we can now renegotiate that business contract, you know? Like, okay, you're a subcontractor to me. I want to renegotiate the terms of our agreement here. Instead of 50-50, let's make it, 60-40, 70-30, whatever it may be. And it makes it at least a better conversation to be had, because then you can sell that service more. You're more comfortable selling that service, right? I don't want to sell subscriptions at all anymore. I want to sell direct donations to myself, because that's where I get the most out of it. So like people are like, man, like I wish I could donate 50 subs. I'm like, don't. Just donate that to my link. I'll give you the fucking link right now, dude. Do not donate 50 subs. Just give me that money instead.
Yeah,
because only 50 of that is going to be seen.
Never mind. I was gonna say something.
I think
You can say it, Skoy.
No, it was like something that it didn't make sense.
Okay.
There could be some discussion around that, because we're like, okay, well, subs bring us in long-lasting views, more views, people that wouldn't have necessarily saw our channel. It helps us grow. It's tough to really pick a
I'm not saying
type of.
That's what I was gonna kind of steer to as well. What I was gonna say, but then it's just like, I don't know. There's a point where you're in charge of how you build up your channel, in the sense of like, when people, it's not all about the sub. The sub like kind of helps, but it's like it's your personality that's what helps promote your channel. Like you putting your content out there, like beyond Twitch, is what helps grow your channel.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like Twitch,
because like I'll say it. I'll be really transparent about this right now. I have 500 subs right now. I don't have 500 viewers, right? Like that's kind of the thing. Like just having like, and I get gifted subs all the time. I don't necessarily go and watch those streamers, right? Like I'll get a random gift. I'm like, I've never heard of this person before, and then and then I'm done with it. It is, and I'm not saying that there isn't a utility in gifting subs. If that's the way you choose as a person that is supporting a content creator, if that's how you want to support them, then by all means do it. I'm not saying don't, right? If you want to donate subs in the hopes that you can give more people a gift sub so they can enjoy the emotes, give them the perks that may come with a subscription to the channel, and maybe introduce them to new content, and that's the way you want to support people, by all means do it. Any amount of support is better than no amount of support, whether monetarily or just viewing. But if your intent is to donate money to the streamer, if your intent is to support a streamer, just the best way to do it is a direct donation and not through subs, right? Because it's so disheartening to see that someone spends $100 on you and you only see 50 of that, less than, really. You see 43% of that when it's a sub. And once again, it is generous, it is kind, and we appreciate it as streamers. We really do. But if the intent of your support is to support us the best you can, the best way to do it is a donation.
Yep.
And I'm not saying that like there isn't some good perks that come from that too, right? Like you help increase the sub point goal, which might unlock a new emote for that creator. It all just depends on intent. Like there was a time where I really pushed sub goals because I wanted to unlock more emote slots for my channel. We've got like 20 something emote slots now. We don't need any more, right? Like we got really close to unlocking another one. I pushed it for a week and I saw that we weren't going to get it. So I was like, you know what? We're done with that. That's okay.
That also means for affiliates as well. Like if you hit like a huge sub goal, like if you hit 600, that sub is unlocked permanently. So when you become partner, you unlock it all the way to 600 when you hit that 600 point. Like it doesn't matter.
Yep. You'll have them. Yeah, because I remember I did one like subathon when I was an affiliate to unlock all the affiliate slots, right? Like when I started streaming and I unlocked affiliate, like maybe like 3 months later, I was like, let's just do a subathon, right? I think it was because it was Subtober, and so it was half price for subs and gift subs. So it's like, this is fucking perfect.
September.
Because every time
this was
when it was good.
Sense. Yeah.
Yeah, this was in 2019, the last good one, when it was sponsored by Subway of all people. And was every gift sub was half off. I was like, every gift sub half off for them, and I still make the entire thing. This is perfect. This is a brilliant idea. So I said for every 2 subs that was spent, I would donate a sub to the community, right? You spend $5, I will spend the $5, right?
And you get more money back.
Well, I effectively per 3 subs made $250.
Yeah. No, I mean like you essentially made your money back doing that.
Correct. Yeah. No, I did. Yeah. So like I made sure that their 2 subs actually worked into 3 subs with like as its effective power, right? And then I unlocked all the affiliate emote slots that way. And then more, right? I think we hit like 250 sub points when I did that. So when I made partner, I got like 4 extra emote slots. It was awesome. And then, you know, the whole that happened and people got like really generous and started donating a shit ton of subs to the channel. I was like, oh God. But this is the thing, right? This is what I'm trying to point out, is that each of these things do different things.
Yeah.
You know, there is still some benefit to be had with subscribing, but once you kind of, you know, once you start like having a previous sub goal, like once your sub goal is 600 and you're normally at like 100, it's a little hard to push that, you know, to your community. So the better way to support would, you know, at that point be a donation. Is it still generous? Absolutely. That's not what we're trying to say, but think about how you want your money to be spent, right? You know, that is your decision entirely. And that's what I think. Like I stopped gifting subs to people's channels. I used to be really into that. Like I probably done it in Arxster stream, and I did it in 50 stream. I know like a lot of like the people that know for a while.
I went broke.
I used to go in like once a week. Yeah. I used to go in like once a week into people's channels and just drop 5 subs, right? Because like at the time I was making good money, my expenses were nothing, and I was just like, you know, I'm gonna drop 5 subs. Like, hey, thanks for being my friend. Like, thanks for doing you. Now I wouldn't do that. I would just give them $50. I'd literally just be like, hey, here's PayPal $50. Like, buy yourself, you know, dinner this week. Like, order out or something, right?
That's way
Treat
cooler.
yourself.
That's
way cooler.
Yeah, I donated like 15 to somebody and was like, go get dinner on me. Like, that's cool.
Yeah, and someone did that for me too. It's like, get Chipotle. I'm like,
Get Chipotle. I remember.
I'm gonna do that for you now, Jal. It's like, here, dinner's on me tonight. Here's Chipotle.
Aw. Can we have a dinner date? We can get into video call and we can have a dinner date.
I would love that.
We can eat Chipotle togetger, and then we'll record it and send it to Liz.
So I can just watch.
You just want to watch us eat Chipotle?
I just want to be a part of it, you know.
Oh,
yeah, definitely. No, but like
GamerBreakfast, we do
ASMR
ASMR eating. Sorry, no,
absolutely not. We're not doing mukbang.
No, I don't want to listen to you slop your eggs in your mouth.
No, stop that. That's already gross. No.
But I remember one time my friend Zombie was streaming like really late one day. Like, he did a really long stream and he was like, man, I'm getting like really hungry and stuff like that, but like, you know, we're gonna go for a couple more hours. I'm like, why don't you just stop and eat? He's like, oh well, you know, like I really don't want to like stop and like make the time, and you know, like, you know, finances right now, whatever, right? And I was like, oh, okay, send me your address right now and I'll buy you a pizza.
Yep. Say no.
And he's like, okay, yeah, I'll do that. And he called my bluff, and so I bought him a pizza. Right? Like, it's just like one of those things. I mean, you can support people in different ways outside of Twitch services. It's just Twitch
set that up.
really knows how to do that.
Oh yeah,
you can now. Then you couldn't, but now you can.
Yeah, but you can set up so where it's like you have a little icon that says "Order me food" or something like that, and you can click it. I don't know how it works exactly. I never really clicked it.
It's called Stream Eats, I think.
Yeah.
One of my viewers keeps bringing it up to me.
I think I have Treat Stream.
Treat Stream. That sounds good.
You just go in, you pick your restaurants that you're interested in, you even make your order, and then they can just choose like, oh, she wants wings, clicks the wings button, and boom.
Like, donates money towards it.
Oh,
Ooh,
no.
sweet.
No,
You
the
should-
Treat Stream buys the food. It orders the
shit.
food, and then it's sent to me.
You should set that up, Joe.
I can drop a link for you guys
Do it.
later if you want. Treat Stream.
Do it.
Can't do that.
I want to buy you food.
I have to. Okay, if that's the case, then
Feed
I gotta
streamer.
I gotta get so much better. I'm trying to like trick my brain this year into like not eating out as much. Like this week I ate out once, and it was yesterday.
You could be our little pocket pet. What was it called? You know what those like little keychain things?
Tamagotchi.
Tamagotchi. You could be our
just wanna
Tamagotchi.
feed me?
Yeah.
You gonna clean up after me too?
And then he poops.
And he moves. You gotta come over and take care of me, Skoy.
Full circle.
I'll be your Tamagotchi.
Yes.
Feed me. No, this is getting very
Weird.
strange, very fast, but I'm here for it.
Not me digging for my Tamagotchi.
Oh, I don't know where mine is.
They're making like new ones, right?
Yeah.
Like, they come out with new ones all the time.
I
The
want to get
listeners
one.
can't see, but I rebought it and I haven't started it yet because I have way too many
It's time.
responsibilities.
Is that
Oh wait, yeah,
Pokemon
that's one of the
one?
new ones.
Is it
Yeah.
a Pokemon one?
Yeah,
No,
is it?
it just looks like a little tie-dye egg though.
But you know that
just
that
the
there are the
tag.
Pokemon ones now too. There's the Eevee one now.
Don't
I want it
tell
so
me
bad.
that.
I want it so bad.
Is it Eevee Tamagotchi?
There's an Eevee Tamagotchi, and like how you take care of it will depend on what it evolves into.
For Rick.
I know I want it so bad, but it's really expensive right now.
How expensive is it?
Like $150 to $250.
Oh, I'm getting it.
Literally anything on the internet for Pokemon is $150 right now.
Yeah. Oh, like, just live in Japan. Everything's cheaper.
I'm gonna send this link to you guys. I found it. It's the change the revenue split.
Okay.
Like comments, like support page. There's 21,000 votes on this right now.
What are people,
and
what are people thinking are fair?
Like a
I don't think
70,
anyone's
70, 30.
I haven't seen a lot of people are actually no, I take that back. Like the first couple of comments are 60-40 is the recommended.
60-40 will help out a lot. I don't think people understand that. That's like what,
It's
$3?
huge.
$3
But
bucks.
but that it's a big change in money. Why the fuck would Twitch like this is the thing, right? Is that we can like recommend this and suggest it all we want, right? Twitch won't change anything as long as it still works.
Yeah.
So like it would take literally thousands of users leaving, but then it could still work. So still hundreds of thousands of people on the platform. It's really strange. Twitch has to dig down. Like Amazon really has to like think about how they want to address this and how they want to support it, or people are going to start moving.
I mean, people
I
are
feel
already
like if they
starting.
change it, I feel like if they change it will just be like 51-48 or something.
Yeah, could you imagine?
So it's
Where'd the other 1% go?
there's been a
shell
few.
company.
I know this is like not the same for everyone, but like there's been a few content creators that like shifted over from Twitch to YouTube, and they've noticed like a significant change in their viewership. And like some people have like 3 times the viewership, some people have like 4 times the viewership. But it really does depend like how many people you have on that platform that are already following you. So it's
I think
really
with
depends.
YouTube, it's just there's just more people to choose from. I think
yeah.
comparatively, people still don't know what Twitch even is. But like again,
Yeah.
like if you're no one on YouTube, literally nobody's seeing your stuff. You have to be someone on YouTube to like get those views.
yeah, no.
Can I also add something to this?
No.
I tried to watch it. Okay. I tried to watch a stream on YouTube the other day because like, there's some Monster Hunter speedrunners that just won't use Twitch anymore and they'll only use YouTube.
It's not bad.
And so I hello, it's fucking terrible.
What do you mean?
It's terrible.
To watch as a viewer and to like have chat open and stuff like that, it's fucking awful. The
Like
chat
the
box
interface is just kind of
yes,
doo-doo.
the interface and the layout is fucking garbage. You can't, you know how Twitch has that cool like little preview mode that like will expand it, expand the viewer and put the chat next to it. If you do that on Twitch, chat's gone. Or excuse me, if you do that on YouTube, chat's gone. Chat gets pushed down underneath it. So you have to scroll down, and then the chat window itself doesn't resize to the screen. It also has a scroll bar. So you have to scroll down to then get to the message part, and then you can only see like 3 chats at a time. It's designed terribly.
Yeah, YouTube needs to sort that out.
I recommend unless and it's gonna be this, like if someone's gonna go, oh well, there's like a better YouTube stream watching plugin that you can get onto your I don't want a fucking plugin. I want the UI to be designed appropriately.
Yeah,
exactly. It needs to be designed right.
At least something.
BTTV is integrated in it, so you have all the kick W's and the D colons. That's nice.
Great.
No, I'm just saying. I know.
And YouTube does have a subscription service, and they do have custom emotes. They have all of those things on the platform. They have better like transcoding, better encoding options, better streaming options and quality options. You can stream at 4K 144 FPS. What the fuck?
They have a custom. Yeah. Oh yeah. They have a custom
and
sub donation
uncapped
thing.
bit rate. They also have an uncapped bit rate right now. It's fucking insane.
Wild. But like, you have a custom sub price. You can set it to however big you want it to be, and I believe you get
that's like, nice.
Pretty much like 90% of the cut. I'm not sure how much it is, but like YouTube is
because YouTube makes all of their revenue on ads.
Oh yeah, like
all their revenue comes from there.
Their best platform to get ads from.
So they can take that hit now to build the platform, right? It would be interesting to see what that looks like in 5 years, right? Yeah. If they start to actually change that. I anticipate they would, because everyone's a greedy son of a bitch. I mean, put yourself in their shoes. If you could charge more for a service and people would still use it as much and not, if not more, absolutely you would charge more for it. If it's worth that amount, you would charge for it.
Yeah.
You know, and this is why this conversation is being had, because a lot of people, myself included, don't feel like Twitch is worth that right now. So this is why the conversation keeps coming up. But there is a suggestions. So twitch.uservoice.com/forums. There are forums for every feature on Twitch. You can go in there, you can read about the feature. Twitch makes an official post about it. And then you can see suggestions on that feature, how to change it, how to make it better. So this one is on subscription ad revenue. It says change the revenue split between streamers and lower payout minimums. Change the payout split between streamers and Twitch. Right now, affiliates and most partners, which this is true. Before anyone goes, no, partners make more. I am a fucking partner, and I know this. People have tried to tell me in my own stream while I'm looking at the 50-50 split that I make a different split. And I looked into how to get this changed. I'll talk about it here in a second.
Oh, I was going to say, that's something you have to pursue. It's not just like, oh, you're a partner, here's more money. Like,
there are requirements for it.
Yeah.
And the minimum requirement to request a 40-60 split on a tier 1 sub is 500 concurrent resubscriptions, not gift subs, not new subscriptions. 500 concurrent resubscriptions. You thought that 75 average was hard for 3 months?
So hard.
Do 500 subs. Do 500 resubs for 3 months. And they can take that away from you the moment you drop underneath it. So it's not even guaranteed. You can get that contract.
Yeah.
You get that contract, they change it for you, and then they go, but if you fall under the requirements, like if you aren't meeting these requirements, we take it back. Yeah.
That's
so
holy shit.
Just so you guys know. It said most partners or affiliates and most partners only get a 50-50 split from Twitch for a tier 1 sub. I just want to add that on a 250 USD sub. Yep. I'd like to see all streamers getting a minimum of 70% split. That's probably not going to happen. 60 is probably what they would, if they actually pursue this, 60 is probably where they would land on it. Currently, both Facebook and YouTube streams get a 70% split from subscriptions. They also have an option to custom create subscription tiers with YouTube, which is a great feature. We do not need to have integrated tier 1, tier 2 subs. That's just Twitch trying to grab extra money. But it is nice, at least for me, when you are a partner, you do get a higher split on tier 2 and tier 3 subs. In addition, like to see the Twitch lower its payout minimum, which is currently 100 USD to 10 or 20. This one is up for debate. It makes sense because there's a lot of people that sit at less than $100 for a couple of months, you know, and having that revenue would help literally anyone right now, right? I totally get that. But there is a transaction fee. There is money that is spent per transaction. Let's just say it's 5 cents, right? You spend, like Twitch realistically spends 5 cents between like paying someone to do it, a transaction fee with like the bank, you know, like their payroll, their like accounting, right? They spend, let's say 5 cents a payout. How many, this is probably, let's just see how many Twitch partners. How many Twitch partners are there? There's 27,000 Twitch partners right now.
That's a lot.
Wait, but that doesn't feel like a lot. I felt like the platform was bigger than that.
Okay, let's see how many Twitch
streamers,
affiliates.
Yeah, there we go.
Are there? Oh, this one says a completely different number. This says there's 51,000 Twitch partners. They don't put these numbers out there readily.
Yeah, no.
As of September 2021. Partnership FAQ. There was also another website that had 27,000 partners, 150,000 partners as of 2018. So let's just say you have to do 100,000 of these, right?
Yeah.
Just say you have to do 100,000 payouts. At 5 cents a payout, it's still $50,000 a month. But that's not a lot of money for Twitch. But for a year, $600,000, literally $500,000, and guarantee you they spend, I'm being very generous saying 5 cents a payout.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you they spend more than that. Even if they spent $1 a payout, right? That's to pay someone for the transaction fee, all of the work and everything that goes into supporting that transaction. That's a lot of money. Even if there's just 100,000 people, you know, over a year, that can be upwards of $1 million.
Yeah.
But Amazon has the money, Twitch has the money, yes, but they aren't willing to spend that money, because if they spend that money, they lose people that back it, they lose ad revenue, they lose all of these things that we take for granted on the platform, and it's still a business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like playing devil's advocate in these things. This doesn't mean I agree with what they do.
No,
I like to play devil's
way
advocate.
To look at it.
Yeah. I like to play devil's advocate in these things, because what I absolutely hate is the mindless echo chamber that people get into, where it's Twitch bad, raise our pitchforks, and be angry.
Mm-hmm.
Benefit of the doubt, man. You know, it's a business. I've ran two businesses in my life. Trust me, I know how it goes. You know, we get people yelling at us for one thing, but we have to do something else, and then it looks like we're ignoring the other thing. It's like, no, it's being taken care of in the background. We just aren't very transparent about it.
Yeah. And plus, it's kind of hard being transparent about some things, because it's like, if you keep updating it, then there's things that are bound to change. So you might want to
exactly.
It's one of those things where you have to like handle it and then announce it, because you can't just be like, oh, things are getting better, and then it gets worse immediately, and you're like, never mind.
Have either of you considered streaming to YouTube? I know Skoy and we talked about this for like a while, but like Arx, I don't know. Like, have you ever considered just like dumping Twitch and trying out YouTube streaming?
If I ever get bigger on the platform, then yeah. But like right now, currently, like I don't feel like I'm not, like, I only have like 3,200 subscribers on YouTube, and I honestly don't know how many people or start streaming there would come by and watch. So I'm not sure, but like if I ever were to grow bigger on that platform, then absolutely, like I think I would just drop Twitch.
Yeah, I can agree. I don't think I have a large enough following on YouTube, and I definitely don't post consistently to bring in that audience.
Yeah.
I think that if you have a channel that's already got a good foundation, your switch won't be too crazy, because your loyal viewers from Twitch will watch you wherever you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Twitch is comfy for me. It's cozy. It's what I know. And the idea of taking it somewhere is scary just because I don't feel like I would be able to bring those people with me.
Yeah.
It's too easy
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
people just to hang out in Twitch and like jump around from stream to stream.
Yeah, and that's not saying that we don't have confidence in you guys, just so you guys know. It's just that we understand
ease of access.
Yeah, it's ease of access, and I guess we understand our audience a lot more. Like we understand that a lot of people that are on Twitch are comfortable with it. It's like you just click the Twitch button, you see the person, your favorite person's live, and you go watch them, and you kind of chill in the chat, and they have like all these like different integrations for live streaming that we really love. So it's very different.
For people like us, if we make that change, we don't have a large voice when we do that, right? We have Twitter, we have Discord, and we have the audiences that interact with those things. So if we make that announcement, you know, it goes mostly unseen to people, because like, you know, there's no way to do that on Twitch. Like maybe you can just go on there and maybe like update. Actually, that's against Twitch TOS. You can't do that. I was about to say update your banner to say I'm streaming on YouTube now. That's against their TOS. They could technically sue you for that. But it's like you can't even like go to like your Twitch audience and say I'm streaming on YouTube now. Like you just can't do that. You know, and the majority of that audience misses that change. Unlike, let's say, like Ninja or you know whoever else has recently jumped the ship to another streaming platform. Yeah. Like when Ninja went to Mixer, it was $1 million deal, and the entire internet was talking about it, so people knew.
Oh yeah, Tim the Tatman, when he shifted over, he couldn't even say what he was doing at the end of his stream. He couldn't even say anything. Like he was on the platform. Yeah, I guess like you can promote it in the way where it's like I upload a new video and everything, but you can't say that you shifted over to a new streaming platform to stream.
I didn't know Tim moved.
Yeah,
I didn't know he was.
He's on.
No.
Yeah,
he's on YouTube now, full time.
When he announced that he was going live, he made a YouTube video about it and Twitter. And, TikTok and all that, but he never
can't promote it on his stream.
Yeah.
It's against the TOS. I can't even do that as a like you know, and even affiliates can't.
I think it brings up a good point to streamers, small streamers and large streamers. That's why it's so important to make your presence known on other platforms. Because like, what if Twitch was gone? Like, would you have nothing? If you can promote your socials every day, just when you go live. Let people know this is where you can find me when I'm not live. This is where you can get easier updates of what's going on in my life. That way, if you ever had to make a decision like that, they can find you. They know where you are.
Yeah, I mean, even now, I get maybe like one follow on Twitter a day. That's because I have timers in my chat that promote my YouTube, my Twitter, and my Discord. So like every day we have either someone following the Twitter or someone joining the Discord, and that's one more person that it's integrated in your offline content. Your offline presence is super important because when you're offline, you want to make sure that people don't forget you exist.
Yeah.
You know, so like offline content like YouTube helps with that, and like TikTok and stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think giving each platform its own little its own specific content is kind of cool too, because then there's that incentive. Like, I can't get this on Twitch, I can only see this on Instagram. I think that's huge.
That's why I haven't posted anything in a while on TikTok.
You can't see the feet pics.
You're gonna start now.
Yeah,
no, you can't see the feet pics on Twitch, so you got to go to Instagram for those.
Oh yeah, the bagel. It's just
the only breads.
The only breads.
So
but that's like the stump I'm at right now with TikTok is like I've been posting like a lot of clips from my Twitch to TikTok and editing them a little bit. It works sometimes, but majority of the time it doesn't really, and it's best to like really try to make your own content that works specifically for that platform, because whereas like there are some things like reactions to a new shiny for fun, those usually work, or something like along those lines. But in terms of making content on TikTok, just posting a random clip from your Twitch per day, it's not gonna
it doesn't do anything.
It's not
it helps like even consistency, but
it helps filling in the content. So when someone wants to like, you know, death scroll your profile, they can. But like as far as discoverability, it doesn't really do much for you. So it depends on what you're using that for, right? But yeah, like finding that unique content is definitely, that's like the same thing with like Twitch highlights, right? Like people are like, oh, why don't you make like highlight videos? I'm like, because one, if I'm going to spend my time editing a video, it needs to be something that's actually going to do something for me. And two, highlight videos don't do anything for you. They help interact with your existing audience to kind of like relive a moment or experience something that they have missed. But as far as discovering a new audience, highlight videos don't do anything for you. Clip compilation videos don't do anything for you. This is why streamers make separate YouTubes for those things, right? They make a whole different channel for like
VODs,
VODs and funny moments and clips. Yeah, for all of that. They make a completely separate channel for that. It's brilliant because they want those analytics off of their main channel. I'm thinking about doing that with my speedrunning stuff, because I don't know, even after I start like actually making YouTube content, after I finish these first couple of videos, if the speedrunning content is going to help maintain that, because I want to be able to push the analytics with this other things that I'm making, being very ambiguous about it. But I don't know. It's I don't have like a lot of those VODs anymore. Like I guess I'd have to download them off of YouTube, take the hit in quality and re-upload them. But
fun story. I tried to load VODs to YouTube from Twitch, and because I had from Twitch to YouTube, and I had music in the background, YouTube bapped all my videos, and I'm okay, that's not gonna work.
YouTube is very on top of that. Like a lot of people on Twitch are just like, I can't use music. I'm like, I expect this to happen a while ago.
Dude, I remember the first day I streamed, I was Googling DMCA and like trying to understand like how it worked, and understanding like if I'm gonna get I swear people that are like small and like new to this take it so much more seriously than the people that have been doing it for years and make millions of dollars on it. But when I first started out, I was like Googling DMCA and like trying to understand like what it was. I was like, okay, so I can't play music that I would find on Spotify. It's just how I ruled it. If I'm playing it off of Spotify or even like off of YouTube, like play any music that just remotely doesn't belong to me, I can't play. Now I have a much better understanding of it. But
definitely.
That actually segues. Skoj, did you have something that you wanted to add?
I was just gonna backing up from like the making separate content on different platforms. Do you know the YouTuber content creator named Purplecliff, Arx? No? Well, okay. Well, he's like a Pokemon YouTuber content creator person, and he made content on TikTok that was like completely separate from the other stuff he did. It was he did a Nuzlocke series, a very fast-paced like Nuzlocke series on, I think it was like Pokemon Emerald or something when he first started off on TikTok, and he like nicknamed a Pokemon after the viewers or whatever they wanted to nickname him after. He would do like many different things to kind of integrate that TikTok audience, because it would bring engagement in that field. And he was like one of the first few people to do it on TikTok. And
amazing.
It exploded.
He's like making a TikTok of like a section of like him doing the Nuzlocke. Like,
but it makes it fast paced. It's not like it. I can show you the videos of what he does, and it's like really well edited and fun to watch. And like he exploded off that platform, and now he's almost like 600,000 followers or above that probably on TikTok, and it blew up his like Twitch. So now he had like 1,000 concurrent viewers at the time, and then it also blew up his YouTube, and now he streams primarily through YouTube now. But like everything kind of erupted after he figured out his own content. Sorry.
No, I just think that, I think if you're giving them an incentive for viewing it on that platform, if you're changing it up, that's when it gets interesting, because you're seeing a side of that person that you don't normally see. I watch a Dead by Daylight streamer, and she got partner on Twitch, but then she started focusing on her clips do really good on TikTok, because they're mostly like reaction, like can't believe that happened highlights. And I'll be in her chat just like lurking and working, and every 5 messages it's like, hi, I'm from TikTok, hi, saw you on TikTok, hi. So like that transaction can happen. It's just you have to figure out how to build that audience on TikTok and then like bring them over to your stream. It can happen. It exists.
Oh, definitely. That was just an example, really, from what that was. That to making like Depending on the content, I guess I
Yeah.
should reword it that way. Like, it could definitely bring the audience over to the other platforms.
So a last thing that I'll hit on, because we did dogpile Twitch and gang up on them and point at them and laughed at their bad haircut and stuff. But something that they did last week that it is almost entirely not seen in any sort of news media or coverage anywhere. I saw it from a tweet from Nagiri, and then I got an email about it like early last week. But it's regarding DMCA. And they are talking about how they have entered an agreement with Universal Music Group and the Warner Music Group and the National Music Publishers Association to change how DMCA strikes are conducted on Twitch. It will no longer be a one strike, one like out, right? Like, it's not going to be that anymore. It's designed now in a way to protect people that made the error that out of either ignorance or on accident, right? Because it's a live streaming service, we do not know what we're always clicking on or opening. It is very easy for us to open a stream or open up a video or just click on a link, and music plays that can get copywritten, that could be copyrighted, that could get a strike on our channel, and that could jeopardize us. And that was happening a lot with these claims. Even the same thing with like years old, like Arxster, you've been on this for 4 years now. I've been on the platform for 3 years now. Skoy's been on the platform for 3 years now.
2014.
Oh.
For 8 years now.
Older than us.
So, I mean, and we have history on these things, right? And so, like, something like a clip from 4 years ago could get a strike, right?
Yep.
So the new process recognizes that not all unauthorized uses of music merits the same treatment and focus on a more specific use cases that are the most flagrant. Meaning, if you are intending and willfully and knowing and repeatedly doing playing music on your stream or in your content, and are going out of your way to do that whilst knowing that it is against DMCA copyright law,
That's different.
they will make strikes against you.
Yes.
It is also more flexible and forgiving to creators who inadvertently or incidentally include these rights holders' musics in their streams, and will result in the creators receiving a warning before the first penalty is issued for each of the identified use cases. So they're being more transparent about warnings instead of immediate strikes, that a strike is not an actual legal action, and they're giving us a time to correct the problem, which is something that YouTube does right now in Content ID, right? Mm-hmm. When you go to upload a video and the video processes, a Content ID claim can be made in before the video is even published. Happens on my speedrun videos all the time.
Wait, can you touch on that? So if you say, yes, this is this person's song, do they let you keep it in the video if you're saying this is not my stuff? Oh,
no.
Okay.
It is accidental use, like in what are there, inadvertent or incidentally included. So if you accidentally do it, or maybe it's like a one-off and you didn't realize that it was a copywritten song, right? Maybe you are working under misinformation. They aren't going to make an immediate strike, but present a warning, and then you get to correct that either by muting the VOD or deleting the VOD or re-uploading the VOD, editing it, whatever. They are giving you the opportunity to correct it before they submit an official strike, which is how the YouTube Content ID kind of works right now. Only problem with Content ID is that it's an automated process that literally anyone can set up. A lot of the times it's fake third-party companies that are claiming to make the claim on the behalf of the owner, but that just never gets checked. There's no process that YouTube actually has in place for showing ownership. You can just upload a video or cite a piece of music and say you're working for the rights owner, to make claims on it and then just consume that revenue. Fake content ID claims happens often. So they're giving us the opportunity to do that. Similarly, like to YouTube, I would like to see options for that, right? Right now, Twitch has a highlight editor. I would like them to maybe implement a VOD editor, right? So instead of it being a separate upload, because a highlight is a separate upload from your VOD, maybe just giving us the ability to go and edit the VOD itself. So when someone goes to look at that previous stream, it links to that edited VOD instead. Because like right now, like let's say if you wanted to go and edit a VOD and use it as a highlight, both of those things exist. And so now a viewer can watch either of those. So you need to exactly. So you need to go back and delete one of them. Which is just more work for us and bad metrics tracking, right? Because then you lose all the previous viewership that video had, especially now that Twitch is tracking live viewership on VODs. Whereas before they weren't doing that, but now they are. Or I mean, they also let you mute the specific parts of the stream already. Like they'll automatically do that. They were automatically doing that. I think with this, they're going to take that out and give you the option to do that. But I'd like to see options for this.
Sure.
You know,
nice.
It would be. So, but this is a good step, right? And so, I mean, the DMCA strike of 2019 happened. That began literally 3 years ago, right? When
waves of people were just getting.
Because it happened during quarantine. Yeah. And like companies were realizing that
creators were getting slammed by this. This is crazy.
Well, it's because these companies were realizing that there is this huge revenue sink that they are not taking advantage of, and they're losing money right now because of COVID, which isn't true for any company. Literally every company benefited from COVID. And so they took advantage of that. And it's entirely in their right to do it. And I personally think it needed to happen so we as content creators can make ourselves more knowledgeable, more educated, and more prepared to deal with it.
Nobody knew. I don't think anybody really cared. They're like, oh, I can play whatever music that I'm listening to. And personally, I came from a viewer of YouTube to a viewer of Twitch. And I already knew coming into my first stream ever, like, wait, people get in trouble on YouTube for this. Are you sure I can like just play my music willy-nilly? No. But nobody talked about it until 2019, and then everybody got in trouble for it.
Yeah, you just say, ha-ha! I knew it!
Which I'm glad that Twitch is trying to work better with the creators to
Yeah, it's good that Twitch is going through all of these like bumps in the road right now, because I feel like these like I guess bad situations that we're going through right now like helps improve the platform itself and like kind of evolves it in a way, because like that's what happened with YouTube. Yeah, it's a process. Like it might take a while to get to the point where this is our perfect picture live streaming platform. It's gonna take a while. It took forever for YouTube to get to like a perfect like video platform to where
perfect very large, bolded,
very
multiple
large.
air quotes.
But it's a lot better now on YouTube to get discovered and to
absolutely
push out your content and everything, especially with like YouTube shorts. They have those work fantastically.
I hate those, honestly. As a viewer, I'm like, I don't want to watch your 30-second clip. Give me your 20-minute vlog, please.
Yeah, you don't have to watch it. It's like literally like a decision to. But but it's YouTube has become like a way more discoverable platform in terms of video content. I'm not sure how it is for live streaming content yet, because I feel like they still need to work on that. But
they do.
They're improving it. They're working on it.
Correct.
And you can see that they're working on it.
And as long as they do, it puts fire underneath Twitch to make changes and to change their platform. This is the thing that I wanted to like point out, is that changes to legislation, because this is what we're talking about when we talk about DMCA. DMCA is a law. This is legislation. It has existed since, was it 1976 or something like that? It's been around for a while. And changing that for the ever-growing, ever-changing new technological advances and new cultural advances that we have will take time. This is a 3-year process. They are obviously working on this. It doesn't happen instantaneously. So for all of the people that get uppity about Twitch not changing things immediately, they can't. right? Especially with something like this. And even other things on their platform, they don't want to change things too quickly because it can impact their platform. It makes sense. They want to test things out and stuff like that. Can Twitch be doing better? Absolutely. Do we want to hold them responsible for changes on the platform? Absolutely. But we need to give them the benefit of the doubt too, and the time to make those changes.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's like
The last thing that I wanted to leave off. Oh, go ahead, Skoy.
I was gonna say, like, I was gonna use this to transition into anime because I believe, but
Let me, before you say your anime
fine,
thing,
go for it.
The last thing that I wanted to make evident, because we said it for a moment, but I didn't finish it. Before anyone thinks otherwise, it's important to note that this new process does not change how music can be used on Twitch. It's never okay to include music in your channel unless you have the necessary rights or authority to do so. Including unauthorized music in your channel violates the rights of music creators and runs counter to Twitch's mission of supporting all creators. Now, this is something that I want to really, really push, but it's music, like whatever, like I should just be able to listen to it and people should be enjoying it. If you have that mentality, but are also the first person to like point out an art thief on Twitter, you are literally that is just antagonistic, right? It's just like stealing art on Twitter. If you notice that someone took art from somebody else and are using it in a flagrant manner for their own personal gain, yeah, that's theft. In this exact same way, we are, in fact, stealing music from the rights owners. In most cases, they're big labels and big companies are bad, whatever.
Don't steal my NFT, Bagel.
It is always morally acceptable to steal an NFT because an NFT is nothing. Anyways, I'll go off on a tangent about that.
That's a whole other podcast.
That's a whole other podcast. We did that last
Next
podcast.
time.
Yeah. I will go off on the NFT rant. No, but this is the thing, is that it is still theft. We are unlawfully, unauthorizingly, is that a word? Using
I know what you're trying to say.
somebody else's creation on our channel for our personal gain. It is changing our content. A silent stream is different from a stream with music in it. Music helps us create content. Music helps us relate with our audience. Music helps us set a tone for a situation. Exactly. And before you go, but I'm promoting the artist. No, you're not. You're listening to their music. Nobody knows what song it is until they ask, and like you're not supporting them. You just opening up a picture like to someone, like a picture that someone drew and showing it to like 5 people does not support that person at all. Like, I'm sorry, it doesn't. This is and it is theft. So we have to operate within the laws and within the guidelines, and Twitch is trying to make it easier for us to do that and safer. So I can appreciate that. Skoy, do you want to talk about anime?
Well, no, there was like a whole thing with YouTube when I love watching AMVs. Do you guys know what those are?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't. Sorry.
Arxster probably knows what an AMV is, but just doesn't know that it's called an AMV.
Tell me more.
So it's like an animated music video. Have you ever seen like videos of like anime, different anime scenes and different edits of like them going to the song of like Linkin Park?
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, she knows what AMV is.
Sorry. I didn't know the term.
No, that's the funny thing though, Arx, because I did the exact same thing. Because Skoy was like, "Do you know what an AMV is?" Like, absolutely not. He goes, "Oh, well, you know how they take music and put it to anime scenes?" Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, keep going.
There were so many cool ones that I've saved, but then like after DMCA, like hit YouTube super fucking hard. Like all those videos got removed. Like pretty much like all 90% of those videos got removed, and that's why like the whole like AMV community is like kind of like almost non-existent because of this. But anyways,
well, now Instagram's doing it.
Yeah, Instagram's doing, TikTok's doing it.
Yeah,
like
because TikTok. So and like, oh wait, hold on. TikTok's doing what? Hold on, maybe I'm misunderstanding here.
Like AMV edits with like music and everything. I don't know what the guidelines are with DMCA on TikTok, and if it's gonna hit TikTok, it might eventually hit TikTok. I'm not sure what's gonna happen though.
So from what I can tell is that they're taking advantage of how DMCA like operates right now, because I think I think the most of the creators are getting around it. Because like if you ever opened up a TikTok and it has a little spinning like CD on the side and it tells you what song an artist is playing, you click on that, it links to the song and artist, to the person that owns it. it's technically a correct citation for that. And since it's actually not a part of the video that you uploaded, but instead just music added on top of the video from their resource, you're actually not stealing it. Air quotes. It's gonna get hit in like a year or two when people realize that it's DMCA
okay, but
theft.
Taylor Swift does it, and if she's the queen of DMCA. If Taylor Swift does it, I'm gonna keep doing it.
It's true. Absolutely.
She didn't.
This is the nice thing though too.
So.
This is the other thing though too. Unless I'm wrong about this, but I have not seen any monetization effort on TikTok.
No, the thing is
TikTok monetized.
It's
only if you're big enough.
Only if you're big enough, pretty much. But like, it's you can be part of the creator. Like, I think you have to be like a certain following or something, or have a certain amount of interaction with your videos to have like be part of that. But I heard even like when you're part of the creator fund, you get barely anything for like the videos you post and everything, stuff like that.
I think it mostly like sponsorships is where your money is gonna come from.
Oh yeah, and I think that's like not what a lot of creators on the platform really understand. A lot of people are complaining about it, and I'm just like, it's short form content. How much money do you think you're actually gonna get paid for making short form content like that? Like
because like
even
the TikTok stars end up going to YouTube, making full length videos, end up doing all these other things, getting reality shows. Like TikTok started it, but like it's not supporting them like financially.
Yeah, and it's like I'm watching these, I'm like, it makes sense to the point where it's just like, yeah, if TikTok wants more creators on their platform to make more content because they're getting paid for it, then they would pay them more. But I don't know like where the line is, because it's just like, it's very short form content that people consume. Yeah. How much do they expect to be paid from that? Like, the people are like, that's why people on YouTube are getting paid more. Yeah, because they're making like longer form content. They're like,
yeah, like 10 minutes versus your 10 seconds, right?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
It's literally a factor of 60.
Well, and
600.
I'm getting like anywhere between 30-second to a minute ad. If you're not YouTube Premium, you're getting ads for that money. So.
Oh yeah.
And ads on TikTok work like other TikTok videos, and you can just swipe past them.
Exactly. So it's just like, I don't think people on TikTok really fully understand that. I understand to the point where it's just like, yeah, if you want more full-time creators to make more content on the platform, then yeah, I can understand to that point, but you need to make other content.
And that's where I think and this is where I think like DMCA comes into that, right? Because like if you ever get a content claim on your YouTube already has processes in place that the claimer, the copyright owner, just gets your monetization for that video. So they already have a way to just funnel money there, right? And that gets around the whole DMCA process and this long, egregious, legal process when Twitch is already in the agreement that we are just going to give the money to them, and you agreed to that, whereas Twitch doesn't have an agreement like that, so they just take down your video. They mute it, they get rid of it, or they delete your account. So they get around that process as well, right? On TikTok, if there's no direct monetization for someone watching that video itself doesn't make money. So a copyrights owner isn't going to go after TikTok or that video. Instead, they're going to go after the entity, the person that's on TikTok that's making money from that by gaining viewership and interaction on that platform where they're making money elsewhere. So instead of seeing TikTok getting sued, you're seeing SkojSkull getting sued, right? Because TikTok isn't the monetization process there, right?
Yeah.
It's affecting your monetization outside of that platform, so you're going to get attacked outside of the platform. So, which is why I think TikTok will never address DMCA, right? Yeah. They just won't do it. There's just not enough money in TikTok to a creator for a copywriter, for a rights owner to like actually do something about that. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's just off of my 4-minute armchair research on monetization on TikTok, because most of it just looks like branding, partnership, branding, marketing, and then ad revenue.
You have to. Yeah, you have to like reach out to sponsorships and everything. You can't. I don't know. I think it's funny to see a lot of TikTokers being like, I can't make my living off this like one platform. It's like, yeah, you can't.
Yeah, no shit.
No shit.
Neither can Twitch
You're new here?
streamers,
Hello?
and this is their main form of making money. Like talking to other full-time like streamers and YouTube creators, their main form of income is Twitch, and then secondary it's sponsorships and YouTube. It's like, okay, you don't live off of this shit.
Nope.
I think that's why I've seen a lot of streamers start up like Patreons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that just another form of giving more content and giving people a different place to spend their money if they want to support you.
Oh yeah, you get a way bigger cut on Patreon. It's like
Yeah, and
90/10.
Patreon is more customizable too, right? Like you make tiers of support, and each of those tiers of support will allow certain content for those people, either exclusive access or early access, developmental process, stuff like that. I think Patreon's really smart and it can be catered to the individual. It's a really good idea as a diverse content creator to make Patreons.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I started a Patreon a few months ago, and the way that I kind of, because I'm still on Twitch, I've given my VIP badges to the patrons. That way, there's still that little emblem that shows that they're supporting me. It may not be on Twitch anymore. They may decide to not subscribe on Twitch anymore, but I still want them to feel like, yes, I am. This is the support. I'm showing support.
That's smart. I like that.
Yeah,
There's also integrations with Patreon to the Discord as well. If, where if they subscribe, they get like a role.
Yeah.
See, like it's automated too.
And now there's icons for the Discord roles, so you can get even more creative with that.
That was fun. I messed around with that. That was great. Do it. It's so much fun.
My Discord might not be big enough. I'm not sure if I have that feature.
It's based on the tier of your Nitro on your Discord server.
Yeah.
Oh, pay to play. I see.
It's like level 2.
I've not invested in Discord yet. I know I have maybe 1 or 2 people that boost the server. Thanks to them, but I personally don't have like a Nitro subscription or anything.
Oh, okay then.
It's one of the first things that that was one of the first things that I actually like committed to investing in when I started, getting serious about streaming, was the Discord Nitro.
Oh yeah, it definitely helps out because like having animated emotes on it, like it's a new form of interaction on Discord. It's really exciting to get into.
Yeah. Discord monetization is really weird though. Like if you like really start to look into it and like get into that, it's like AOL, monetizing connectivity, right? Like it's really weird when you start thinking about it. It's like this is just like a glorified chat room, but honestly, it really does help push like your brand and your content and your offline presence having
it's so customizable,
a place to go. Yeah.
And then you have like your voice, your voice channels, you have your art channels, you have your go live channels, your clips channels. Like it's a great way to organize your life and like the things you're putting out there, and then giving people a place to post their stuff and talk about their stuff. And I think it's
and corroborate around you, which let's be serious. Like when you make a community Discord, the common factor is that these people enjoy watching you and your content and your personality. So it's about you, and you're allowed to make it about you.
Yeah.
I had a really hard time. Like I struggled a really long time, actually posting at everyone when I go live. But like, that's the point of it. And I know a lot of people go out of their way to like, yeah, exactly. I know a lot of people like make a role that's a pingable role for when you go live, but this is the intent of the Discord. If you don't like getting at everyone, either suppress at everyone, which you can do for a channel, you can do for an entire Discord, or leave. Sorry, I'll say it.
Yeah, I had to say this to a few people. Like they were worried about like, I don't want to bother people. It's like, it's your Discord.
Literally your Discord.
I have the server with the roles I've given people because, and I did come from Rocket League. I did come from, like, I've been through a few phases of my stream content, like to where I have different audiences and different people there for different reasons. And like, not everyone that plays, Pokemon Sword and Shield are into Pokemon TCG. So it's like, I personally like divvied up the roles and like ping certain people for certain things. But I do use at everyone if I think it pertains to everyone.
Yeah.
But I just tried to like create a space where people they don't want to leave because they're getting unnecessary information. So this seemed best.
Yeah.
This seemed best for me. But the way that Bagel says it, I'm like, wait, no, yeah, you wanted to be here. So.
Yeah, pretty much. And there's like other ways I go around it as well. If like I'm already live and I'm switching to a different game, I add that category instead of like
smart.
adding everyone, because then it's just like people
I'll just
get
add everyone again.
I mean, that's
don't
fair
care.
too. Like, I mean, yeah, but I mean, like, for me, it's just like if I'm switching to a different game, I usually just like add the role. Like I have.
Yeah, the roles.
Yeah, Skoj has about 4 billion channels in his Discord. It is like organized like a White House filing cabinet, dude. Like it is so you have so many channels and like so many like categories and groups and stuff.
I have to. It's I literally have to, because there's a lot of people that came in there for different reasons. There's people that came in there specifically for Final Fantasy, specifically for Monster Hunter.
And I would say that your channel, like your Discord community is large enough, like you're pushing 1,000 users in there.
Yep.
Like it makes sense at that size, right? Especially, I mean, I don't know if you can see your Discord metrics. I keep trying to figure out how to do that. But there's a setting somewhere that allows you to view your Discord metrics for a channel and see like how many active users a week and a month, and like how many chatters and stuff like that, how many chats are sent by how many different users. And like, so you can kind of gauge the amount of activity on your channel. And then I did that a while ago, which has helped me justify doing at everyone, because I have a small community where like maybe 20% are interacting with it. I'm going to add everyone still again because it's small and I want to tell everyone what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
Instead of telling like a subsect of people that might still be interested in that.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no.
Just add everyone. Don't even worry about it. Just add everyone. Go into your Discord right now. Just go into your Discord right now.
Normalize everyone.
Just let everyone be like, love you, bye.
Just go into the Discord that you own, not just like any random Discord where you can add anyone. And I know this video is gonna fucking come out. And like 10 people are gonna do it in my Discord. I'm gonna be pissed. but go into the Discord that you own. It's your Discord, and at everyone and say Jalbagel told me to. I'm gonna get some angry messages. Skoj.
I'm not a part of that. Oh my goodness.
What was that everyone? Because like I don't know, like I join a lot of Discords, and a lot of people do this, right? I join a lot of Discords, and I immediately know if I'm going to be a part of it or if I'm just going to mute it, right? And this is the thing. I join a lot of Discords.
Yeah,
like I'm in Skoj's Discord. I have that shit muted. I'm in Arxster's Discord. I have that shit muted. I love you both so much. I check them. I check them every now and then, and I keep at messages on. So if you at me, I see that shit, right? But I have to mute them because all of the buttons and the numbers and little white dots stress me the fuck out.
Damn.
I have 4 channels that are unmuted, and 3 of them I own. So, and so like I need that, you know, kind of clean and kept, because if there's numbers there, it makes me anxious. Skoj, how many notifications have you collected this week? Well, how many notifications are you up to?
We'll see.
He collects them.
Oh,
I remove them a lot because Liz is bothering me about it.
Yeah, Liz is giving you shit about it now. Thank you, Liz.
1100.
Fucking Christ.
Wait, does that like show up on your phone screen? Like every 2 seconds, are you getting like a ping on your phone?
No,
it opens the app
on
up in the top right
left
corner. Or top left, yeah. I know my
make sure
directions.
your phone's not lighting up every 2 seconds, because I would also be angry. Like, well, can you figure that out, please? Like, why's your phone?
I don't know what it is about it. I can get Discord messages all day, and I'm like pretty fine with it. I get text, and I'm immediately anxious. I don't know what it is about text messages, because I guess it's because I know like who texts me right now. Like my mom texts me, a couple of friends that are making sure that I'm not dead text me, and then like work texts me, and all 3 of those things just make me really anxious for some reason.
Well, I don't know this for me. I don't know why it is, but like I can kind of like I guess heavily introverted in terms of like messaging in a way. I don't know how to describe that in some way or matter. Like if someone direct messages me, I see it and I was like, all right, I'll get to it eventually, because it depending on what the message is about, and
it just might not be relevant.
Yeah, I don't know.
I get that.
Yeah. I don't know how to describe it without sounding like a dick.
I think Discord DMs are way more. Discord DMs I view as way more casual and more I'll get to it when I can sit down and get to it.
Yeah.
Text messages are just there's some sort of like I need to check this right now and reply right now. So
there's like an urgency to a text message. I hate it. Ugh, hate it.
For me,
and if you Twitch whisper me, I'll never see it. Don't do it.
Don't Twitch whisper anyone. There is a reason.
Oh my god!
There's a reason.
People Steam message me sometimes, and I never replied to it. And guess what? Steam messages work like Snapchat, where they disappear. And I'm just like, what did we talk about? And they were just like, I don't know. I was like, don't message me on here. It's like, that's the only platform I use. Like, why?
Hello? Have you never heard of Discord?
Wow.
Normalize Discord.
Normalize Discord. Can we just have? I'll just ask my job. It's like, hey, can we, instead of like making like a group and like a meeting and everything, can we just do a group meeting on Discord?
You don't want that for work.
No,
you don't want that for work because you're accidentally gonna like put like
because
like
I'm going live.
Or you're gonna put like an emote in there.
Oh
yeah. Oh, and then yeah, every time you go live, they're gonna see it, and like when you play your anime games and whatnot.
Yeah,
they're all just gonna see it. Oh.
You know, I don't
why
give a shit. More people
3 a.m.
They're gonna know.
I saw your status was green at 4 a.m. What were you doing?
Do you guys Arxster, you're still working full time, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Do you guys tell your coworkers or like people at work that you do this? That you stream?
So my situation is unique. I'm a graphic designer, so I'm already in the art world, and a lot of art people
That's easy to
are
conversation.
into anime. They're into video games. They're into a wide variety of things.
Like fart jokes.
Yeah. No, but I do have a lot of coworkers that come in and watch the stream.
Okay.
I don't advertise. I don't tell like my leadership team, but there are people that know, just like we share a gaming interest, and they know that I do stream. I've actually have like a coworker's husband even comes in and like
that's fun.
Support. So it's cool. Again, it's very particular to what I do. I don't think everyone would like receive that information well, but I do still kind of keep it close and quiet because I talk about farts and say fuck a lot on my channel, and I don't know if I want like my boss to see that. So it is still.
You're gonna come into work the next day like that fart joke, real good stuff, and you're like, oh no.
Yeah. I work in housekeeping,
buildings.
So it's just like I don't think I'll ever promote or really talk about like what do I do. I mean, I talk about it's like I build like an online presence, and that's about the extent I talk about it to have them understand it easily. Instead of being like, oh, last stream on Twitch. Oh, what's Twitch? And you're just like, oh no.
Yeah, they never know what Twitch is. If you're not a gamer, you don't know what Twitch is.
Well, what about when you worked in the warehouse?
Oh yeah,
at the previous job, did you talk about it there or no?
A few people, but it's not like I actively talk about it all the time.
Yeah, okay. I don't talk about it at all at work. My one coworker knows because like we like talked about like interests like one day, and it came up, right? Yeah. But I don't not like none of the people at my work know. I keep that shit to myself. I don't want any of them knowing.
What's your field? I don't even know like your field of work.
Environmental science.
Okay.
I am a geology and hydrogeology specialist.
Oh snap.
Wow.
I play with dirt and water.
Geology.
It's easy.
I excelled in that course in college.
Never took it.
There you go.
I picked it over biology because I'll tell you this: the biology kids always were in the hallway with their stack of note cards, frantically studying, and I'm like, I'm not into that. I'm going into geology.
Yeah. The thing is,
I got my degree in life sciences, and my career is in unliving sciences. It's always funny.
I want to rant about college kids. I really do.
Do it. Let's go. This is it. This is that time. Come on, Skoj, let it out. Talk about the Zoomers.
Holy shit. Dude, I clean restrooms every day, man. Like, oh my gosh. I saw a dookie in the toilet. I'm like, you don't take care of that shit? Flush it down. Like,
it was in the toilet? Oh, at least it was in the toilet. Skoj, when I was in college, I had to live on campus. The
I've
dorm
heard
room
stories
that
too.
I was staying in. The dorm room that I'm telling the story now, damn it. The dorm room that I was staying in, the dorm building was built in 1963. The room that I was staying in was a storage closet that was converted into a room, and it was way too small for one people, so it was definitely too small for two. My roommate never changed his sheets for the entire year that we lived there, and never cleaned up after himself, and the entire dorm was communal bathroom. You found a dookie in the toilet. I found a dookie in every shower.
No, I know.
I didn't shower that day.
No, I'm aware. Oh God, I'm aware.
I always lived off campus. Y'all are crazy.
They made me live on campus one year. You had to do it. Freshman, like at least 1 year that you were there for an undergrad, you had to live on campus. And I said, it's a fucking scam.
No, I definitely went to community college, so.
Oh yeah. No, I've heard stories about like the other housekeepers that work in there that they had to take care of like shit that's all over the floor or like throw up and everything.
Smear on the walls.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, how did you get that there? What the fuck did you do?
It's just shit smeared on the walls saying you'll be next. Like I quit.
I quit. But no, it was just it was just really funny because like a lot of college students sometimes they're very rude. I was sitting at like the lounge by myself, just going through my phone, just to take like a little 5-minute break because it was like I was just cleaning and vacuuming all day. And Aldi.
You were cleaning Aldi?
Aldi.
Oh, I love that place.
There was like 2 students that walked through the lounge, and they were like, one whispered to the other. It's like this. I wonder why that guy's weird. He's just sitting there by himself, like on his phone. I'm like, the fuck.
I wish people would mind their damn business.
Right?
Don't worry about me.
Why do you care? Why do like college?
Why do you give a shit?
No, exactly. I don't even understand. Like it's like the student mentality. I was like, oh yeah, this is why I hated high school. Like the student mentality of just like people just not minding their own business and just being like, that person's weird. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
You don't get an opinion about me. I don't even know you.
That's great. You don't get an opinion about me. I love that. You haven't earned that yet.
No.
Oh my goodness.
Come watch me on twitch.tv/ You can have an opinion about me.
But no, like
that person is definitely weird.
After that, I couldn't help but like laugh to myself, and I messaged Liz about it. I'm like, fucking kids are fucking weird. What's happening? Not all students are like this. It's just like some of the interactions that I've had.
Just people suck, dude. People are just the worst. There are some people out in the world that are inconsiderate or just unmindful of their surroundings. Like we still have a mandated mask rule in our office that not a single fucking person pays attention to, but 3 of us.
Welcome to United States of America.
Welcome to Florida.
Welcome to fucking Florida. It's always been like this. You need to do something too fucking bad. We're just not gonna do that. We're too
wild,
white and entitled. Too wildin'. But like I remember this because I literally was like just got done being sick, and I'm back in the office, and I was very verbal, like, hey, like I just got done being sick, like I'm immunosuppressed right now, I haven't been feeling well, but I have to be here. And there's fucking people standing next to my desk having a conversation. I don't work in a walkway. I work in the back of like a secluded area, away from the walkways, away from people, away from everyone. They had to walk over and stand in front of my desk purposefully with intent. I had to turn to them. I'm wearing noise canceling headphones trying to work. I had to turn to them. I took them off and I said, you guys are loud, you're obnoxious, and you're not wearing masks. Can you please get the fuck away from my desk?
I would have just coughed on them, honestly.
But like, I'm just over it, right? Especially in that office. I hate working in my office because it's a fucking concrete box that has 0 windows and it's just constant buzzing above me. I've worked there for almost 4 years now. I love my job, by the way. I've worked there for 4 years now. And they just replaced the missing ceiling tile that's been in the roof since I've been working there. They just replaced it. Finally. I don't have to smell the AC and all the dust and shit that comes out of there when the AC kicks on.
I'm proud.
Nope, it's now closed. Thank goodness.
I had an oven delivered on. I had an oven delivered on Friday, and I like went out of my way with a mask on and was like, I said, do you have a mask? Just so you know, somebody is sick in my home, and I just want you guys to like be prepared coming in. Like, it's not COVID, it's just a cold, but like for you guys to feel more comfortable, for me to feel comfortable, like, can you just wear a mask, please?
Yeah.
And they did, but I did it for their sake. It wasn't even because it was like my rule. I just was like trying to be considerate of them.
But like that kind of like transparency, like that conversation is perfectly legitimate. I always show up to a job site like because I work in a construction adjacent industry, so sometimes I'm out in the field, sometimes I'm in an office, but wherever I go I always wear a mask because I don't know what the other person's level of comfort is. If I'm outside, I'm standing 6 feet away from you anyways because I'm not standing on top of you trying to make out, right? Like I'm far away from you as it is, man. Like I'm not gonna be buddy shoulder to shoulder trying to cough in your mouth. Like I'm gonna be standing 6 feet away anyways, but I'm still gonna wear a mask. But if you're comfortable with me taking the mask off because we're outside in the open air and stuff like that, I'll stand 10 feet away and I'll take the mask off. Like it doesn't matter. You're talking to someone who has decreased lung function and asthma, and he can wear a mask perfectly fucking fine. I can do a sprint and still be wearing a mask and be perfectly fine. I've never once felt uncomfortable with a mask. You at 35 and in peak physical condition talking about doing CrossFit can wear a fucking mask.
I agree.
Florida's great. Everyone should live here. Everyone should be required to live in Florida for a year just so you guys can understand the fuckery that we have to deal with on a day-to-day basis.
Live there. It's fuckery all the time. Like I used to go like middle school. I had to like literally to be able to get to my next class.
You did your time then?
No, what? No, yeah,
you did your time then. You
I
have to come back.
did my time. I'm not coming back. Well, I'm coming back to visit my friends and visit you, but that's about it. But like, no, like I literally had to go like outside my school to go around the school to go inside the school again to get to the classroom to get to my class on time.
Hell yeah.
So many people are in Florida.
So many.
But
welcome to Florida schools and the Florida schools. So, that's a whole other thing. You're gonna get me on another tangent. Florida's great. I love living here.
I think it's a good place.
It's good to know.
Yeah, that's probably a good spot to stop. I'll keep ranting about shit I don't like. If you want to hear it,
subscribe for more.
Yeah, right.
Leave a like.
Thank you everybody for watching Gamer Breakfast. That's been 2 hours of us ranting about nothing. I had a really fun time with it. I'm gonna I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna try to be productive, but end up playing Pokemon Arceus for the rest of the day. It's probably gonna be my jam.
Yeah. Same.
Arxster, thank you so much for joining us. Yes. I know when I messaged you like completely out of the blue, you're probably like, what the fuck is this?
There's a lot of pressure. I was like, oh my gosh, what do I have to talk about? Where's my script? How do I do this? But it was cool, chill. Thank you for having me.
And something that we've been doing too is having guests that we've had on before come back as returning guests, and including somebody else with similar interests. So kind of 2 guest thing. So if you're ever interested in that, we'll definitely keep you in mind for it. Would love to have you back, and I'm sure everyone would love to hear more about Arxster. If you guys want more of Arxster now, though, you can follow her on Twitch, follow her on Twitter. All of her links are in the description below. Definitely go drop by, tell her a fart joke or something, and then hang out for. If you guys have never seen Arxster stream before, think Windows 95, but everything is mildly infuriating. like right click menus are open in like a really obnoxious spot, or like the start menus open. Like
my windows are unorganized and my start menu is open. So
it's so good. It's so good. Definitely go and give Arxster a follow. Arxster, did you have anything else that you wanted to say before we closed out?
No, I don't. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Of course.
Thank you for coming on. Of course. Awesome to get to talk to you and get to know you. And definitely have to check out your streams as well.
Yeah. Sure. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Goodbye, and we'll see you next time for breakfast. Enjoy your pancakes and your Pokemon, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.